You are now listening to another episode of Liz and WTF Podcast. The show is meant for entertainment purposes only and is not suitable for listeners under the age of 18 years old. So grab your entities and your voice recorders, sit quietly in the dark without your pants on, and get ready for another episode of the never-ending shit show, Paranormal EVPs with Liz and WTF Podcast. Welcome, everyone, to another never-ending shit show with your host, Liz WTF. What you just heard there was one of our random callers. We have a shitpost line, and on the shitpost line, phone line, it's an unmanned line, so if you call it, nobody's going to answer it, and if you try to text it, random sayings will get sent back to you. So I think as one person found out today, it doesn't make much sense if you text it either. Anyway, tonight, welcome to our paranormal series, our first one. Tonight we're going to be talking about EVPs. I guess our main focus is going to be EVPs. We're going to talk about some other things that go bump in the night. Ooh, yeah, turn that on. Tonight with me I have just Pat. We might open this up to other... You can't have it next to the computer, just Pat.
Oh, okay.
We might open this up to callers later on. I think we will. I don't think we're going to open it up to Skype, but we will probably open it up into Discord. So stay tuned for that. We're not going to do it for the first part of the show, though. The EVPs are hard enough to listen to and decipher through without Dennis going, fuck, shit. Well, we'll probably have Dennis on tonight. And really run this show that way. We're going to talk about some things that go bump in the bum. The bench's bum. Bump and bench's bum. It's been a weird week for that.
Yeah. What did he put in this time?
Maybe we'll have Bench on here later after we get through the serious,
show.
Part of the show. We'll if we have some time, once again, we'll open it up to kind of an open mic session. But I will let everybody know who is planning on coming in and bombarding this. This is going to be a paranormal show for the most part.
That was pretty paranormal the other night.
That was last night. That was paranormal. Yeah, that was throw up in the mouth paranormal. Something that you hardly.
You will never forget that. It is seared in your mind. In a couple servers now.
So yeah, we wanted to go over EVPs, and so for all of you people, friendly, great people out there, and your entities who are listening tonight, and come to find out that there are just entities everywhere, unless this whole thing is completely just bullshit. If you don't know what an EVP is, it is an electronic voice phenomena. So we spent the last 3 weeks basically capturing EVPs, and so our method was that we have this voice recorder that we ordered off Amazon. It's called an Airworth recorder. $36, not anything crazy.
Pretty standard recording equipment.
Didn't buy it from ghost hunters. It's the kind of voice recorder you take with you. If you've been to college or anything, or you just wanted to record. Yeah. The class session that day. You can refer back to it, whatever. It's one of those. And then we have some other equipment as well, and we took those with us, but we weren't using the other equipment to kind of collaborate the EVPs that we had. We had a video camera with night vision on it, and we also have an EMF detector, and we have a spirit box. So we're not going to focus on those equipment tonight. We're going to focus merely on the EVPs because the EVPs came back just phenomenal, and so we'd love to hear the reaction from it. There are people who debunk EVPs and people that go, you're not actually hearing anything. What you're hearing, you just want to hear something, so this is what you're hearing. And so, there is argument to whether EVPs are legitimate or not. However, I find it very pretty compelling. Out of about 8 EVP recordings that we got sampled at different times of the day, different times of the evening, different sessions, some with questions, some without questions, some just recording air just to kind of see if you capture anything at all. But we did want to ask questions because we did want to prompt intelligent responses. And so it's like, what is my name? If somebody came back and said my name or just Pat's name or whoever was with us, we would consider that a compelling, intelligent response. What color shirt am I wearing? If it's gray,
that's an intelligent. Past, who's around me?
Yeah, what size is my bra?
Ooh, scandalous.
Come to find out, a lot of these assholes answer all the time, and when I'm showering, I'm never quite showering alone. So, and we do the EMF detector here with us, and it is going absolutely batshit. So you guys can't see the EMF detector going batshit. I guess we can try to get it on recording while it's happening, if it's happening during the show. But clearly, since this is a podcast, you can't see that. But we figured, hey, what the hell? The thing actually started going off when I started talking about showering. So that is.
Yeah, we got some horny ghosts out there. What's not to like?
It's a little awkward. The
voyeuristic ghosts out there.
Voyeuristic ghosts out there.
They want their presence known.
Yeah.
So that's a little non-voyeuristic, isn't it?
Anyway.
I guess it goes that way.
I guess. However, we are not here to try to convince you that these are real, they're real phenomena, but we are going to play you some of the clips that we have. Out of the 8 sessions that we did, we have over 100 recorded EVP anomalies. And that's not even getting through every single piece of audio that we have. And the EMF detector is going off again. So, and that is not going through every single piece of equipment, or every single piece of the recordings that we have. And so it does take, if you've ever had to try to clean up EVP sessions or audio, it takes a long time to get through. It takes a couple hours to get through even just a minute from time to time, especially if you're trying to figure out what they're saying. So, having over 100 EVP anomaly recordings, we are going to just play probably just some of the most compelling ones tonight that we have, even though I think they're all pretty compelling. And then for anybody who is listening, if you want the raw audio, I can always deliver raw audio clips to you so you can see for yourself. So once again, we're not here to try to make you a believer. This is not our point, but we figured we'd try it out since it's part of the Paranormal series.
Provide the data and let you decide for yourself whether you want to go with it or not.
Yeah. I want to get that EMF thing to go off again. Titties! Ghost titties? Titties for the ghost? No? Okay, alright, fine.
Naked showering. Baby oil. Baby powder. Oh, no, it didn't.
No?
No.
Nothing?
No.
Let's see, are you a good ghost or... No, that's okay. Different. Wrong movie. Alright.
They might lie to you, too.
So with that, we have some recordings from the unmanned line. So this week, we also opened up the unmanned line that people can just call in and leave a message, and it's all anonymous, so even if you have a phone number or things like that, we're not going to post your phone number or who you are when you called. You know, and we figured that for some entertainment purposes, we'll let you find folks listen to some of those first, and then we'll get moving on to the EVP discussion. I'll talk to you soon.
Fuck yes. Yeah, hi, my name is Jake. I just wanted to make a formal announcement. The dinosaurs never existed. The Earth is misdescribed. Tupac Shakur never died and is alive as Akil the MC. I do believe there is a firmament covering this plane we exist on. There is a legal remedy for the tertium quid, and the world is run based on the movements of the sky clock. Good day.
So sometimes monkeys are just monkeys. I mean, sure, they do some fun stuff with your banana, and you like that. But at the end of the day, they're just monkeys.
I'm so excited to finally get out of the house and eat somewhere else for a change.
Oh my god, I know, right? I was getting so sick of cooking and doing dishes every night. Finally a night where we can just go out and enjoy a nice dinner together.
Oh, perfect. We're going to get seated. Here's the
Oh
hostess.
shit, is she wearing a mask?
What? Did you just ask how many we have in our party?
Yes, sir. How many are in your party?
Oh, there's only
Yeah,
two of us here.
There's only two of us tonight.
I don't know what the fuck she just said, but I guess we're going to follow
I
her.
guess so.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. Can you come a little bit closer and
Yeah.
talk louder?
I can't hear you either.
I'm sorry, if you must be careful, the person doesn't say sentences. I understand at least 6 years at all times. If you don't prefer the camera.
What
What
kind
did
of
you say? I can't understand
This
you.
is just
What you're
ridiculous.
saying.
And if you must be irritated or quickly into the person doesn't understand it, play in a time to grab it to another ass. No, if you do not say you're probably you just have to be dismissive.
Yeah, I guess I'll go with the house IPA. Honey, you want anything?
I'll just take a glass of wine. Thanks.
If I didn't ask you if you ever had a drink, and how many were you in a second?
Wow, what was her problem?
Jesus Christ. Fuck. She took our drink order, right?
I think so.
Is that
I
what she
mean,
said?
It shouldn't be too hard to take that order.
God, she did the wrong way. I couldn't hear anything she said. I thought she said drink order.
I really hope she brings the beer and the wine.
I better bring my fucking wine. I told her to bring my wine.
We might have to just get her one too, just so that she can chill the hell out.
This is so... Oh, cool. Here comes our server.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, would you like to have this?
What? I'm sorry, can you take your mask off? We had a really hard time listening to the hostess, and
I don't even know if she took our order. Like,
Yeah.
we asked for some drinks. It was pretty easy and basic.
Yeah, and she just kind of stomped away, and we think it's because we can't understand what you guys are saying with your mask on, and then you're standing
6 feet away? Like,
yeah, it's pretty hard.
Holidays, I can lift it in a kitchen. I can have a few nights on minutes, and I make it a company and a company and a company and my day is today, simple or not.
I want to hear what the fuck you just said, so I might need you to take off your mask. You can stand 6 feet away from me. I can't understand you, like, at all. I can't understand you at all.
I can't say I'm gonna about the fucking anyway, to become away. So today I have a little bit
I want a 22-ounce of beer.
A glass of wine. A glass, like
This
of
tall.
wine. You get a bottle, and I just want a glass of wine.
You guys have done this for how long now?
A glass of wine.
Beer. I want a
glass
beer.
of wine. If you could just get me a
Whatever
glass of
house
wine,
IPA you have,
and
just please do it. And
if you were to remove your mask, we could understand you. But I think you're asking for a drink order. We want a glass of wine, and if you could read us the specials, that would be great.
yeah, I mean, we want the special. It's the deal of the day, and a beer. And she wants one.
Are you telling us to get out? You're pointing towards the door. I can't fucking understand you. What are you saying right now? A glass of wine.
One large
Just
beer.
One glass of wine.
One large beer. How hard is that
And you know
for
what?
you to comprehend?
Maybe the artichoke, the fried artichokes, if you have them, that would be great.
Have
Or
you been
side
doing this
salad.
for a long time? Yeah, I think a side salad is needed right now.
A glass of wine.
One
Thank
big
you.
ass glass of beer, please. Thank you. Oh shit! What?
What did we do?
She's tiny but angry.
All we want to
Sure.
do is eat. What the hell, ladies? I mean,
You'd think that they would want
Hands
clients.
off me.
What?
Get your fucking hand. Don't touch me again.
She
Don't touch
literally
me again.
just kicked
Oh
my butt
God,
out
I'm
of
never
here.
coming back here ever again.
You're gonna give a bad Yelp review. Ugh.
Welcome back. Oh shit, you guys can hear that. Hold on. Swear to God. Swear to God. That isn't the most annoying sound in the world, everyone. I don't know what is. Echoing. Alright. So we're back. Alright, so we're going to go over EVPs. We're going to start playing these for you. So, just ahead of time, once again, everyone, I want to give you a reminder. I'm going to need you to adjust the volume on whatever you're listening to. Some of these are... We did the best we could. I'm not, by any stretch of the imagination, an audio expert. Though I am getting better at it.
You got better?
Don't do that here.
No.
No.
Oh.
Don't look at me like that when you say no either.
No.
You're gonna talk to me on this EVP next.
I'll be dead.
I don't know why I tried. Alright, so everyone, I'm gonna need you to... we're gonna play... First of all, we're not gonna play these EVP recordings just once. They are short. They're a couple seconds long. And in case you missed it the first time, we don't want to have you miss out. So, really fucking exciting. So go ahead and make sure that you are adjusting your volume to accommodate to these. If you can't hear it the first time at a normal volume, you're going to have to turn your volume up. For all this. So with that, we're going to give you some of our first EVP sessions. So this is one. Let's see here.
Yeah, let's do an example.
Give me an example one. This one was fucked up. So this was from the time on July 9th we went to a cemetery. Just Pat, you were there. We had another girl at a cemetery. We went to the cemetery and we had the video camera going. Come to find out, I'm an awful cameraman. So I was carrying the video camera. It simply was not going in my favor when I reviewed it.
There's Cloverfield up in there.
Yeah, I reviewed that footage and it was bad.
Did you get a little bit of a seasickness?
I did. I made myself sick just from looking at that video. But some interesting things. We did capture audio on the camera, which was interesting, which collaborated with the audio on the EVP. You were carrying a spirit box in the background. We weren't all near each other the entire time. And we did capture some intelligent responses and some just what appeared to be really pissed off entities. You can call them that.
And it seemed like some of them didn't know that we were able to, capture them. They were a little confused.
Well, the reason why we were there is because we were looking for a specific gravesite. And it's a gravesite that I visited numerous times before in the past. And I was unable to find it that night. And I was like, why can't I find? I've been here a million times. How come I can't find this gravesite? And so I'm walking through. And one of the most interesting things that I found on the EVP recording was a lot of things trying to give me direction. Like, turn around, come this way, go that way, look behind you. No, right in front of you.
Crowdsourced directions.
Yeah, and so, I'm sitting here listening back to it, feeling like a complete idiot. Because I'm like, well, maybe if I would have just stopped asking myself and maybe, I don't know, listened a little bit closer, I could have picked that. But we're not going to play the ones that kind of try to give me direction on how to find this gravesite I've visited numerous times.
Turn left up the tree.
And we'll play some of the creepier ones because there were some creepy ones that came over. Come to find out, there's just no getting around it. They just sound creepy. So with that, we're going to go ahead and turn off the background music and let you guys enjoy some of these right now. And once again, I'm not going to come in and play it, or I'm not going to play it once, come in and talk and talk your ears off, but I will come play it a couple times and then we'll rejoin again so you guys can hear our response. So. Okay, so if you can't understand what that thing was saying, I played a little bit before because come to find out I was capturing something before, but right at the end of it, pretty clear as day, what I assume it's saying is cleansing eye. So if you listen, you capture the most obvious voice towards the end, and I'll play it again for everyone to listen to. A little terrifying. Just a little bit. No, that's good right now. So a little scary. It's a little scary sounding. I went and looked up, tried to Google cleansing eye. I'm not entirely sure what it means. Not going to lie, I don't know.
It was pretty freaky deaky. It took me a second to hear it, but if you listen towards the very end,
I just cracked my knuckle. Yeah, you see, I listened to the end, and that is like a horrible... That is really eerie. If you go listen and that voice we heard a couple times saying a few things. So I don't know. It sounded maniacal.
It
but
sounded like straight out of a freaking horror film. Like really, like cleansing eye.
Yeah, like what does that even mean? I don't really know. So I didn't really find any material on the internet as far as cleansing eye. So I don't know what it is. Please don't read the chat room because you're going to respond to it. Nobody behaves around a chat room except for me. But anyway, yeah, that said cleansing eye. So I also want to let everyone know that these EVPs plus some are going to be loaded onto the Liz and WTF podcast page on Spreaker under a series called EVP Recordings. So you can always go back, listen to yourself, download them, make comments, critique them, whatever you want. We will continue to load these up, and you can listen to them as well as much as you want to. All right, so we're going to move on to the next one. This one was also in the cemetery that night. This one sucked too, and I found like the responses or what I was getting was a mixture of things. I felt that there was people who would swear and just be angry that we were around, I was around, people were around. Some people who were like, "Oh, awesome! Like, you know, this is cool. You can hear me? Like, you're kidding me?"
It's like the internet reached out in spirit form.
Yeah, it was really weird. And, you know, I think at one point somebody called me an angel, but only one point did somebody call me an angel. I've been called worse things. Most of the EVPs call me names, so, you know, they're pretty comical. And then you find that you hear a lot of people going, "Help me cross over, help me, you know, I don't know where I'm at," and there's a lot of confusion kind of circling around what's going on. So there seems to be a mixture of things out there, and it's weird to think about like why. But anyway, I digress. Here we go. We're going to move on to the next one, and I will play it 3 times, come back and play it a few more times for you guys. Here you go.
You're such a fucking piece of shit. You're such a fucking piece of shit. You're such a fucking piece of shit.
So, if you didn't get your volume up on time, I'm going to play those again a few more times for you. You can hear there's a car going in the background. So again, I have the context so you can hear. I wonder if I should. I'm going to play the context on one of these so you can hear the difference. So on this one, let me pull it up.
Searching through the folders.
Here we go. Here's the raw audio for this one. This should help you guys kind of figure out what's a voice and what's not a voice, because it's you. Someone might, "Hey Liz, that's your voice." It's not my voice. But if it's the other girl's voice, it's not the other girl's voice. There's only so much here. So I'm going to play this for you. Here's the raw audio, unedited, of this clip in particular, in a contextual format.
You're such a fucking piece of shit. It's just hella sad. You're such a fucking piece of shit. It's just hella sad.
So if you heard that, you heard the EVP anomaly that we captured, the car in the background, and you heard the other girl. That was the voice of the other girl that was with us. And so you can clearly hear and tell the difference between a human voice, an EVP anomaly, background noise, and all things considered. So we'll play it a couple more times for you guys. So if you want to adjust your volumes, I'm going to play it another 2 times. And here you go.
You're such a fucking piece of shit. You're such a fucking piece of shit.
So right before this one came up with this, I believe we captured an EVP that says, "Don't record this, you cunt." Because I announced that it was recording.
Might be an Aussie then if it's using cunt.
Don't record this, you cunt. A couple other things that, a couple other names and stuff like that I've been called. One entity called, like, Liz is cheating by recording this, and I go, that's not fair. You know, if I'm cheating, everybody else is cheating too. But, Anyway, if you didn't hear that quite well, you can always go back, listen back to the show, and that one is also listed under the EVPs. But that one is saying, erase the shit, you fucking piece of shit. So, it's nice. I think that one, there's not a lot of debate over what they're saying in that one. And that was a raw EVP capture.
And what did you do, like, in order to clean it up? Did you just clip it out, or
that one actually came through pretty clean, and so there wasn't a lot except for just amplifying what it was saying. I find that some EVP anomalies came through very clear, more so than others, but there are also underlying very quiet ones that take a little bit more editing, not editing, but enhancement to get to and listen to. So it's been quite the experience. This is my first time over the last 3 weeks doing this sort of thing, and then trying to work through, what the whole process is, and through all the research without, once again, you don't want to manipulate anything. If there's no EVP, then you don't have anything, and that's fine. But, going through and trying to capture what is actually being said and dealing with the different tones, because I also found that there were some things that, like, enunciate. And so they go over here, but you get that one spike in enunciation, and then it dies down a little bit, or not dies down, but it gets a little quieter. And so trying to figure out, like, hey, you, or hey, you, and it's been very interesting. And not easy. Not fucking easy. And even if you catch them, sometimes I simply just don't know what they're saying. So, hard to say. But these are the most compelling ones. And there you go. This is another one. In the cemetery that night. Once again, I'll play it for you guys 3 times. Join you back. Let you know what we think they're saying, if they're saying anything, and leave it up to you. Here you go. So, that one is a good example of a easier word, help. Help him cross on. And so, that one is saying help him cross on. That one was also a pretty obvious one to pick up on. So, by the way, everyone, my computer wants to let you know that Creative Cloud is an update. But yeah, it says help him cross on. So go ahead and adjust your volumes one more time. This one is one of the ones that are a little bit more difficult to hear, but you can hear it if you listen closely enough. Just Pat, what do you think?
I need to listen to it one more time.
Oh, fuck. Are you kidding me? All right, one more time. How the hell do you not hear that?
That one's pretty
it's
hard to hear.
It's saying, help him cross on. You need to get your ears checked, because that's like me whispering it. One more time, just Pat. Jesus Christ.
Some of these are a little bit more difficult than others to hear.
Okay. I can't. That's like in your ear, though.
I know.
Get your hand away from the EMF like that. That's not scientific. Is any of this scientific? I don't know. All right, so we're going to move on. Just Pat can't hear that one, so some of you might not be able to either. So again, you can go download it yourself, or you can email the podcast directly at lizenwtfpodcast@gmail.com if you want raw, or you can get a hold of me on Discord if you want raw audio. All right, moving away from the cemetery. Those weren't the worst things we caught at the cemetery. There was a few very personal things caught at the cemetery. I think even at one point, your name got called. Said your name. Turn around. And then the person we were looking for. I don't know. There's a lot of support and non-support on that one. So, all right. So we're gonna move on. This next one, is an EVP that I caught while driving to go get cat food. So I don't know why. I turned it on middle of the day and said, screw it. Who are you? someone here, who are you? And so, once again, everyone listening, this is an EVP capture anomaly captured. I'm going to play it 3 times, give you guys a chance to adjust your audio settings. I will rejoin you again, so please don't let me blow up your speakers with my voice. Talk about it and replay it again. That one's a tough one. Let me see if I can pull up the better quality of that one. If there's a better quality of that one. But if you listen very closely to that one, it is saying, when I ask who you are, it responds back, wandering, which is recent years. So I'll play this again. This might be a better audio quality of this. We'll play it again, and we'll go from there. This is going to be another one that's going to be hard to listen to. See if I can get a better one. But what it is saying is, and it's pretty clear if you have a good set of headphones on and you're listening, it says wandering witches recent years. Let me see here. This is another one from the same conversation. Saying, who's watching me? Why are you watching me? Blah, 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 blah. This is what they respond with. So once again, please adjust your volume. That's a tough one too, but it's actually more easier to listen to than the last one. But that one says, but they have your picture. So if you go download it, you can also listen to this yourself. Plus, again, it is under the EVPs section of Liz and WTF EVP section. So you can always download that. Let you guys listen to this one again. It says, but they have your picture. And this is how they say it. But they have your picture. Here you go. You heard that one a little bit better than the last one.
Yeah, that was a little bit better.
So it makes you wonder why they would say something like that. Are there witches following me around? Are you a witch? Did you give someone my picture? The fuck's wrong with you?
But I float on the water.
God, you're gay. There's ghosts here.
Let's see if this EMF goes off again. Spiking.
All right, went through that one. Here's some other ones. These ones are pretty funny. These get funnier as they go on. In fact, we got a ghost an entity that we believe is cracking jokes. But before we get to that one, we'll play this one. We'll go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll talk more about these when we get back. So here you go. Here's another one that was captured not too long ago. It was about 10 days ago. So listen up. So that one is actually saying, what bitch? Come to find out, even the universe thinks I'm kind of a cunt. So they usually take every opportunity they can to swear at me, make fun of me, and mock me a lot, which is kind of funny. So here we go. I just want to say, what bitch? There you go. That one was at the beginning of one of the beginning of the recordings, and I'm like, is anybody listening? And they're what, bitch? So I'm sitting here and every time I'm listening back to these, I found it So I would get these EVP recordings in these sessions and, you know, whatever. And then I'd go back and I would try to, like, get the audio and clean up the audio and things like that. And I'm sitting here, like, getting defensive to the air around me. Like, who the fuck are you calling bitch? Like someone, you know, was going to respond. And, you know, I'm sitting there, okay, wait a minute. Maybe they're not here anymore, maybe they're not. And, you know, so I would start up another EVP session. Go, who was calling me a bitch? You know, I'm going to beat your fucking paranormal ass. Beat your spirit out.
I think the next level is going to be asking these questions and then recording the EMF at the same time. And so capturing that on video, corroborating. Yeah. You know, I think that's the next level. That's the next step.
And there was some points, but what we should do is I think on the next one what we'll do is we'll run the EVP, the EMF, and do YouTube Live.
Yeah.
And have the camera focusing at that, and so we'll run it that way. But that's next time.
Next time on Liz and WTF.
All right. We're going to lighten the mood a little bit here, come back to EVPs, and we're going to play more messages from the Liz and WTF shitpost phone number, the unmanned phone number where you can leave a message. Nobody's going to answer you. Nobody's going to care, but, you know, we might play it on our show anyway. So here's a couple of those and a commercial, and we'll join you soon for more EVPs with Liz and WTF.
Yeah, hi, this is Milton Beaverton, and my mouth is full of sticky stuff, and my butt is full of slimy stuff. I do hope one day we could all pray together on your podcast. Until that day arrives, I will be jerking my meat, and I will be slicing the cheese. And if you like 12-inch submarine sandwiches, please feel free to call me back again. And my name is whatever I said at the beginning. Good day.
Yeah, Sue Ann, this is Billy Bob. I know we only met like last night, and you know you needed little bit of cash because you know we were talking on the internet, and so I sent you like that Western Union money, right? To get you dressed up nice and everything. You know, I know it was only $1,000, but I've been sitting here in this parking lot, so we can go down to that hoedown down by the barn, right? And I'm waiting here. When, like, can you respond to me? Because you know, I'm getting kind of lonely. So, all right, Sue Ann, don't let me down, Sue Ann. There's a cliff right beside where I am, Sue Ann. And I got to check my emergency brake. Whoa! Just a minute. I got to check the car. I want to be in it when it goes off the cliff. Sue Ann, give me a call back, please, Sue Ann. Don't let me down. It was all my life savings. $1,000. My whole lifetime to save that, man.
All right, guys, we're here. Finally
Our
made first hotel.
Forever.
It's beautiful.
It's nice. It's really nice. So we're going to go and we're going to check in, and we'll get upstairs and get settled and see what we can find. So, oh, fuck. This bitch is wearing a mask.
Oh, again. This again.
It's all right. You know what, guys? I'll handle it. Hold on one second.
What the hell did you just say?
Come
again, please. Huh?
You're gonna have to repeat that just one more time.
Can you take off your mask and do that?
Oh, I get what she's saying. Okay, she wants the... Okay, all right. It's for the Liz and WTF podcast crew. We're on the haunted hotel tour, so we would like to check in.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I don't
great.
know
Again.
what you just said, but like we got the package with the shining elevator.
Just look up the reservation
We got
code.
the special person
Extra
again
blood.
with the
Yeah, you
mask.
guys, this is not even worth it. Just
Yeah.
Pat and I, we've already
Just
done
say
this.
yes
It's not even worth
and
it.
nod and agree with them.
Sounds worse than Kenny.
Hopefully the shit will
Yeah.
just be over with and whatever. Yeah, so yes to whatever answer, and so we can be on our way and get to the room. Yeah, bye, thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
I think she said the
Thanks for
pool's
nothing.
under
Oh,
renovation.
fuck it. We'll just walk around the hotel until we find
I
our
hope
place.
they have an ice machine.
Do we even know what room we're in?
Yeah, so it's here. It's like 14.
Scribble scratch right there.
Okay, anyway, so
Is that 1408?
yeah, let's go down the hall and okay, let's get in the elevator. Well, fuck it, we'll just take the stairs. Okay,
It's
perfect.
safer that way anyway. I hate elevators.
Yeah. Okay, so this is ridiculous. I mean, this COVID-19 stuff has gotten way out of control.
Everybody's got these masks on. I can't understand them at all.
You should have seen it the one time we went to the restaurant. We got kicked out of the restaurant because we couldn't understand what they were saying. It was
Bitch
absolutely
sounded like a SoundCloud rapper. Like you couldn't understand a single damn word.
okay. Down the hall to the right side. Okay, perfect. All right, cool. Here's a room.
Oh,
All
sweet.
right.
Hey,
Nice.
the
It was
keyword,
fun.
right?
Yep. Yep. Keyword. Okay, we're in. All right. I get top bunk. That's all I know.
Oh, this is pretty sweet here.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. It's a little creepy though.
Yeah, that view is a little weird. It captures all the fog in the area.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Really cold in the room.
Wait a minute. You guys see that in the corner?
Is it
Yeah.
mist?
Yeah.
I thought I saw like
It looks really clear. Or, I mean, I see something hovering.
Get the ghost camera. Yeah, let's get the EVP going right now. I can't believe we're actually catching something the first time. This is amazing.
Let's plug the SLS into the computer
Yeah,
right
everybody,
now.
let's get set up.
Get that set up.
All right, so let's get
Okay.
the EVP going. Okay, all right,
All right,
get
I'm
the
up and
EVP
running.
going. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right,
Recording.
if there is something in this room right now, can you please say hello to us? Okay, it's not answering. Okay, if there is something in this room right now, can you say anything to us, or make a noise, or talk to us?
Can you hear us? Was it the pipes gurgling? What was that?
Can you speak up,
I heard it
please?
make a noise, but I don't. What the fuck? Hold on,
I don't
did
know what's
anybody
going-
hear that?
I'm getting a
Yeah,
weird
that
cold
was
chill.
weird.
Yeah, I feel
Oh,
like it's,
something just touched me.
yeah, I feel like something's trying to communicate with us, but I can't understand what it's
My
saying.
stomach is hurting really bad.
That's
now.
pretty weird.
Again, I cannot suffer the skill to even understand me. Okay, time after time, I can hear me. And I cannot to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, I have to wear a mask, okay? You're gonna have to open your ears and shut your eyes if you want to understand what I'm trying to say, okay?
Spirit,
Can you hear us?
can you say something intelligent?
Speak up!
I keep moving closer to it, but it's like 6 feet away.
Move
Yeah,
away from the
Sounds
light.
angry, too.
Yeah, I mean, Spirit, can you hear us? Can you please say something that we can understand?
And being instead, I can learn that however, to a fairly boost the spirit that I think of your ears up to you, but the rest, the brain, they cannot understand. So the bigger the noise, the second big eyes, and all the second eyes, the spirit never anything I'm telling you right now.
Spirit,
if
come on,
you
we
can
need you
hear
to say
us.
hello.
Please make your
I think
presence
it
known.
said it's wearing a mask. Is
It's
this
like-
Spirit wearing a fucking
it's like
mask?
mumbling.
I think it
sounds like
cussed
that
us
restaurant
out,
person.
too.
Oh, this is fucking bullshit.
Really
Spirit,
bad.
say
Said the
hello.
best.
Alright, that's it, you fucking idiots. Yes, I'll take off my fucking mask, and I hope all of you get the coronavirus. I died of the coronavirus. That's why you're fucking here. So here, take the coronavirus, and now you can hear me plain as fucking day. Are you happy now, you fucking idiot motherfuckers?
Oh, I heard you that time. Yeah. That's so
Is
much
it that
better.
hard to take off
Oh,
your
wait.
mask?
Yeah, I
and
mean,
shit
like,
with us? That was
That's
perfect.
a fucking ghost.
Wait,
Yeah, look at that.
Oh,
What? Wait,
So you
what?
died from the coronavirus, huh? So you haven't been here that long.
how did it feel?
So are you viral?
Oh, yeah, like, yeah, this is great.
I can
Yeah, I
take
can hear you perfectly.
Can I put you on TikTok?
That's it, I'm fucking out of here.
Ghost is a bitch.
Come back, bitch. We're
Oh no, face mask.
Coronavirus!
Let's go. Let's go get something to eat.
At a restaurant where we can't hear them.
Alright. Fucking don't forget your masks.
Bring them all.
Oh. Coronavirus! And we're back. We are back. Oh shit, that's right. Turn that shit off, Pat. Like the worst sound person ever. And we're back. Now without the...
You could have pulled the plug on it.
I could have pulled the plug. I could fucking kill all of us right now.
Yep.
Pull the plug on this whole life. Alright. We're back. Speaking of masks and the coronavirus, we're still in lockdown. Supposedly.
Allegedly.
The rules have changed slightly in my area. So now, they shut down the restaurants again unless you offer outdoor seating. And you go around and you can drive around everywhere and you can see that there are pop-up tents in parking lots all over the city. And went to go try one out today and it was 95 degrees outside. It was fucking terrible.
Food was probably still cooking just outside.
It was really bad. So, but there are cities around California that sent out a brief the other day that said that children cannot go practice sports at parks. Specifically, a baseball field. And they said that they are going to send out the police department and the park rangers to not only cite people who they catch practicing at a baseball field, but up to imprisonment. And they go,
strike one. Strike
basically,
two.
The reason why is because the standards that they had laid out are so impossible to reach. And the standards are that a ball cannot make contact with a bat.
What?
A ball cannot make contact with a bat.
What if you dip the bat in sanitizer?
Yep. Doesn't work.
Oh, fine.
The coronavirus cannot... will infect the fucking bats. And so the ball can... we're talking about
That's a little bit
junior...
of irony, though. It came from a bat, and now the bats can't touch it.
I don't know if it came from a bat. Anyway, so also, if a ball touches a glove, then that ball needs to immediately be sanitized and put somewhere else. It can't be used again.
So you can't get a double play, you can't get a triple play. You're just... Ball is in one mitt and it stays in that.
And then you're done. You're done with that ball. If a bat touches a ball, that ball can never be used ever again.
That's just... That's disappointing. That I don't even know how you can do that.
I want to let you know that if you meet someone on Tinder and you go on a date, you can sit 2 feet away from them as long as it's outside in a covered structure at a restaurant. Because it makes sense. You know, where we live, it makes sense. Everything makes sense.
Totally, yes.
Yeah.
The ball can't transfer outside.
Can sit
at
2
a
feet
table,
away.
yeah.
You can meet someone.
Table protection.
Yeah, nobody's going around checking. No, there's no PD. There's no police department going around checking to see if you guys know each other when you're out dining 2 feet away from each other in an outdoor inside structure. All the structures that they have in the parking lots are it's indoor. It's just a little hotter than it is inside.
Pop-up tent restaurants.
Yeah. But I'm gonna let you know that if that fucking ball touches that fucking bat, everybody's going to fucking jail.
Don't touch balls, people. Or bats.
Fuck me. Alright, we're gonna get back to EVPs. Thank you, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I really had to get that off my chest. And so I'm sitting here, like, that was one thing that I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people? How about this? How about we just have children stop breathing? Because what's the point?
They can get all their information via YouTube or videos of some sort, right? Yeah. There's no... You know what? They might as well not even be able to write.
Let's teach kids that exercise is bad.
Let's just do voice dictation.
Even though, you know what? Baseball isn't... There's not... I mean, you run, I guess. But I'm just... And you have eye coordination. Okay, whatever. All that's fucking bad. But... You know what? You go eat at your pop-up restaurant.
Hey, our Tinder dates are sacred, damn it.
Your Tinder dates, your whatever you want, because the coronavirus is going to spread outdoors while children are practicing sports. That is the most prime time.
It's also
for the coronavirus to spread. All right, so once again, welcome back, everyone. Liz and WTF podcast. If you're listening in for the first time, this is our first kickoff to the Paranormal series. EVP recordings. We have already listened to some EVP recordings. We're going to listen to some more EVP recordings. And so if you're just joining us for the first time, the EVP recordings that we have are hard to listen to. We had 8 different sessions recorded. We haven't been through every piece of the recordings yet, the full length of each recording yet. But so far, we have 8 sessions and about 100 EVP clips. Out of those sessions. So we're playing probably the most compelling ones. I will, however, say, I can't stress this enough, that it is not easy to listen to these. They are ghostly. Some of them are whispers. Ghosts don't have voice. They don't have mouths. So I don't know. You don't have to be a believer in the paranormal. You can take these, listen to them, make comments, be critical of them. We're not sitting here trying to...
Where can you find them again?
Turn you into a believer. However, this is out there. This is just of what we've captured, and they're available for you guys to listen to if you happen to be into that. You can find them on the Liz and WTF podcast Spreaker page under the show series. It's called EVP Recordings. We will load up as much of these as we can, just so you can listen to them. You can download them and do whatever. Also, if you find yourself wanting, and you're like, oh my god, that's fucking amazing, can't be real, you can also go ahead and email the show, listenwtfpodcast@gmail.com, and we will send you the raw, unedited, unamplified, everything, and you can go ahead and do with that as you wish. So we will back up our stuff here. With that, we're going to move on to the next EVP recording. I'm going to stop this. Before I stop it, I'm just going to let you know what I like to do is play the EVP recording probably 3 to 4 times. So you're going to have to adjust the volume on your system. If you have a headset and you're listening to this, please by all means use that. If not, you can try the best you can. Once again, it's all up to you. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn this off. And if I sound like I'm congested, it's because I am. Alright, so the last one we listened to, was it calling me the bitch? Yeah, yep. That's the one calling me bitch.
What bitch?
Alright, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and play this next one, which was captured at the same time or the same session, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. Everybody, once again, please turn up your volumes, and we will get moving. All right. Any idea on what that one you think is saying, just Pat?
No.
Oh, yeah. It's a little hard. And, yeah, it's not that hard, I guess, once you're listening. You probably need headphones to listen to some of these.
Probably. I have pretty bad hearing.
So that one, I believe, what it is saying is what you're doing. So, this other person and I, we were like, hey, blah, blah, blah. Something called me, said, what, bitch? To me. It's really nice. I think at this point, if I count how many times something's called me a bitch, cunt, or asshole, I think at one point I was accused of being a demon by an entity, which is kind of ironic. But anyway,
call Classic misdirection.
Classic misdirection. I get called names all the time by these things, and I don't know whether to laugh or be totally mortified. But anyway, this one is one of the more friendly ones where I'm like, hey, person and I were like, okay, we're recording and blah blah blah. And like, what, bitch? And then we're like, how is everyone? Like, what you doing? Was one of the responses back. So we're gonna go ahead and play it again. You can listen closely. Play it a couple more times, and we'll move on to the next one. Very interesting. Very interesting. Come to find out, some of these things, whether they are real or whether they're not, pretty funny. Ghosts can make jokes.
Jokes
also
from beyond the grave.
Another recording I got when I'm like, hey, how's everyone doing today? How are things going? One of the responses I got was this next one. I'll play it a couple times. This is probably one of my favorite EVP captures I've ever captured in my entire fucking life. I laughed so hard when I heard this, and I heard myself, and I heard this, and I almost fell out of the chair because apparently ghosts have jokes. So I asked, how's everyone doing? And the response was this next one.
Were you?
So I'm going to let you know, you're going to hear my really annoying voice up front, and I apologize for that. I thought I clipped that out. But right after my voice, you have to listen very closely.
Were you? Were you? Were you?
So, did you hear what it was saying?
I think this one was like considering vodka or something like that.
So this one had me laughing so fucking hard when I heard it. Because I sit there like, these motherfuckers have jokes. And so I go, how are you? You can hear my really annoying... Oh, I hate listening to myself. You can hear my really annoying voice at the beginning saying, how are you? And the response is, considering vodka. Bad timing, Liz. And I'm sitting there like, and I'm listening to it, and I was like, you have to... And I listened back to it numerous times. I'm like, no way. And that was the clearest I could get. And so I'm going to play it more for you. You hear me say, how are you? And there's an immediate response, so I'm sorry for that. I really meant to get my voice out of that one. But here you go again. This is what I think it's saying. This is all up to you. I ask, how are you doing? And considering vodka, bad timing.
Were you? Were you?
Pretty compelling. Once again, if you were looking for the audio copies of these, you can look at the EVP series on the podcast show, or if you want the raw audio, unedited, on everything, and you want to do your own research, just go ahead and email me, get a hold of me, and I'll send it on over to you. Alright, so move on to the next one. This one gets really fucked up. So, I'm sitting here having a conversation with I don't know what, I don't really know what's going on, and I hear on the EVP recording, going back, listening to it, I hear an absolute ruckus going on, and there is screaming going on. I hear, get out, get out, get out, get out. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And so I thought this was probably one of the more compelling ones, one of the more compelling audio recordings that I was able to capture. And it starts off with the screaming. So I'm going to let you know. It starts off with the screaming. You're going to have to adjust your volume. And I believe it has a message or something comes in. But there is a ruckus. So if you go back and you want to listen to the recording, where you're going to hear, and it's actually very interesting, because you have this one thing saying, get out, get out, get out, and it's freaking out. And before that, you could actually hear it, and it wasn't freaking out. All of a sudden, there is just like, what? Get out, get out, get out. And then you hear a very soothing, calm, little creepy Elizabeth come through. A lot easier than you can hear the screaming asshole in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and play it for you one more time. You're going to have to go ahead and listen very closely. Here you go. A little fucked up. Someone knows my name, though. That's good because nobody on Spreaker does, right? Alright, so it got a little bit comical after this. I did have some requests from people to ask entities certain things. I think there's a request from Mandy to ask the spirits about a ghostly dick pic.
Did you get ghosted?
I sure did, just Pat. I got ghosted.
Were there spiritual emissions?
I don't know. There was one point, and this is fucked up, and I'm going to have to pull the EVP on this because it was a new one. Because I was listening back to it, and don't quote me. Do not fucking quote me. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'll quote you.
I could be wrong. But when I asked for a dick pic, and I said Mandy and blah, 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 dick pic, blah, 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 I believe one of the responses is maybe you should clean yourself more. Or I wish you'd clean yourself more, or something like that. And I'm sitting there like, first of all, I shower like every single, like, hey, there are days where I will, if I, it just, okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm not going to explain myself to anyone. And then after that response there, I think I could have sworn I heard some fucking sort of laughter. So, I'm sitting there like, well, hold on. Because I will go to the gym, skip a shower, and go to the office. And then I'll come home, and maybe I'll shower the next morning. It just depends on how tired I am. And I'm not going to sit here and defend myself against it. We're supposed to be in a quarantine. I'm not even supposed to be in an office. Okay, so I just wanted to say that I'm a really hard fucking worker.
So defensive. Oh my.
What the fucking spirits are talking shit. Anyway, all right. I'm not going to play that recording. I might next time, though, because when I heard it, I was like jaw dropping. Okay, and maybe it is just something. Okay, whatever. All right, you know what? Maybe none of this is real. I clearly smell like a daisy, and I shower all the time. All right, everyone, so we're going to move on to the next one. But the funny ones, so I asked for a dick pic, and that was one of the responses to the dick pic one. I will pull that next time and get it nice and cleaned up as best as I can. I'll pull the ghostly dick pic. But then I asked about Carol Baskins. Did Carol Baskins...
That bitch, Carol Baskins.
Yeah.
That's the wrong accent, my bad.
Did Carol Baskins kill her husband? And so I did ask that. There were a couple of responses. One of them is there's too many rumors and blah, 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 blah. And one of the responses, though, gave me an affirmative response. So I'm going to get you guys listen to it. Here you go. So what I think this is saying, wrong. I think it's saying she sure did. Could be wrong. This would be a good one to have up for kind of analysis, outside analysis, and critical ear. But we'll let you guys listen to it a couple more times. This is right after I asked if Carol Baskins killed her husband. This isn't the first time I've asked about Carol Baskins. I didn't get the response I think I needed the first time. But when I go from the beginning, when I'm enhancing audio and capturing audio to now, it's easier now, better quality now than at the beginning of the series. So anyway,
you've gotten better over time.
Poor hygiene, Dennis. Please keep up. All right, so here we go again. I just asked if Carol Baskins killed her husband. This is one of the responses. So I'll leave that one up to you guys. I don't really know that is. All right, here's a response. Another one. One day, different day. I just go, hey everyone, how's it going? And here's the response. So that one is another one that's a little harder to hear. It is very quiet in the background, but if you listen very closely and have a good set of headphones, it says, "How are you doing, Liz?" Actually, it's pretty clear. Let you guys listen to it again. Here you go. You can hear the "How are you doing, Liz?" Which is kind of cool. Sounds like a black man. Maybe everyone's accusations of BBC have been correct. Maybe spiritually in a spiritual form, I have a big black man following me around. Don't Discord me right now, you fucking assholes. Alright. And this is the last one we're going to play for this series with the EVP recordings. We're going to incorporate other EVPs into other shows as we go ahead and move on. As we go ahead and move on to other shows, the EMF recording or EMF detector is going off in case anybody's wondering what's going on.
Yeah, it hit 4 out of 5 lights just now. And
right.
No electronics around.
So, once again, Mr. Owl in the chat room says, none of these sound like anything. No, you are absolutely correct, which is why I said you have to have pretty much a good set of headphones to hear what's actually going on. I highly recommend everybody download the audio from the Spreaker EVP website or download the show where you can go ahead and listen to it yourself. If you would like the raw audio where you can do your own analysis, once again, you can always email me at lizenwtfpodcast@gmail.com. And I just realized I had a misspelling in this next EVP. Alright, so this is one of the ones where this one's interesting. So I have a screamer like around. Like there is something that screams and yells. It sounds absolutely fucking horrifying. In fact, it sounds demonic in nature when it's screaming. Well, this thing screams all the time. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it bloviates a lot of the recordings. I heard it scream again, which pretty much makes that recording or those anomalies, you can't really do anything with them because there's something taking over. Well, I capture this thing screaming again, and then I capture a little voice right behind it. Which was really neat. This was one where I was alone. There was nobody with me. And I was listening to the EVP recording, and it was kind of adorable. It sounds like a little Morty. That's what it sounds like. But here you guys go. I'll play this for you, and we'll move on. So that one's one of the. At first, I thought it said, "I think you're awesome," but listening back even recently, even though I didn't want to change the file name, I think it says, "That's awesome, thank you," and it sounds like a kid. Sounds like a kid. So you hear screaming, which normally, if you were listening like I do, and listening, you're like, "That is what is that? That is absolutely horrifying to hear that sort of screaming." It's dark, it's thunderous, it takes over. It's louder than everything else, and I can't hear anything else because of this. So it's really weird. It's almost one of those things where it would make you feel like uncomfortable, even subconsciously. And then all of a sudden, right behind that, you have this little voice come through that says, "That was awesome, thank you." Now here you guys go again. So, I can only imagine, because that little voice does come through a couple more times, and I want to remind everybody, not all of the listeners out there, I'm alone when I'm actually capturing these in this session. There's nobody else with me, there was nobody else around, I'm alone. This little voice came through later and said something about missing school and missing friends and things like that, so I'll leave it up to your imagination and all that, but that little voice did come through, and call this screaming thing, whatever it is, awesome. Or I thought the yelling was awesome.
Reminds me of that Simpsons kid in the back of the bus. I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Yeah. So I don't know. It's pretty wild to listen to. And that is all of the EVPs we're going to go ahead and show tonight. But we are not done with the show yet. I think what we're going to do is probably open up Discord, go ahead and let Dennis in. And we can have a roundtable discussion about all of this. If Bench comes on and talks about his ding-dong, then you guys, Bench comes in and talks about his ding-dong. And that's the way that all is going to go. We're going to go to a quick commercial. I'm going to return back, do my little other spiel. DJT, as Andrew is in the chat room, talking about BLM protests. I'm absolutely annoyed today. I'm in a terrible mood. And I'm so nasally tonight. Because I think I have a sinus infection. I'm dying.
Do you have the Rona?
Probably have the Rona.
Oh, no.
But anyway.
No, I haven't.
So, but I'm absolutely enjoyed. The city that I live in has been destroyed. And another thing that happened when I was at lunch brunch today kind of just pushed me over the edge and made me think about everything collectively. But before I get into that, before I open up Discord for a roundtable discussion, we're going to go ahead and play one more commercial. But before that, we're going to play some more of the messages from our shitpost line. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Public notice. I intend to continue to kick motherfucking ass day and night until every last piece of garbage has been handed his or her asshole in a steamed blend with horse piss and bum poop in a blanket with my moldy vomit smeared on top. As a reminder that I will accept nothing less than top quality information to help educate the intellectually dumb in our world. Good day.
Sometimes monkeys are just monkeys. I mean, sure, they do some fun stuff with your banana, and you like that. But at the end of the day, they're just monkeys.
Yeah, hi, this is Milton Beaverton, and my mouth is full of sticky stuff, and my butt is full of slimy stuff. I do hope one day we could all pray together on your podcast. Until that day arrives, I will be jerking my meat, and I will be slicing the cheese. And if you like 12-inch submarine sandwiches, please feel free to call me back again. And my name is whatever I said at the beginning. Good day.
Tonight on this week's episode of Liz and WTF Ghost Chasers, we explore a new way of ghost hunting that nobody has ever dared try before. We have the greatest, most up-to-date technology available in the world, and there is no better or more qualified ghost hunting team than the one performing this investigation tonight. Listen in with us as we perform the first seance and successfully make contact with the previously dead and now somehow reincarnated into a middle-aged psychotic female living down in Florida, the spirit of the infamous Bill Wagner. All right, everyone, come in, sit down, have a seat. Thank you. Sit the fuck down. Thank you. Welcome. All right, so tonight we're here because we're going to get in contact with the spirit, or the alleged spirit, of Bill Wagner, who has been seen parading around down in Florida as a middle-aged lunatic female.
I don't want to be here.
So we're here to debunk that and see what's going on and see if we can, in fact, reach Bill Wagner. Fine. So everyone, please gather around.
I don't want to. It's a
hold
quarantine.
Hands. You too, Carol.
No.
Thank you. How the fuck are you still alive, Carol?
You're so unholy. I hate you.
It's really weird.
I hate you.
Well, you're unholy as well. All right, so put your hands together. and we are going to go ahead
bitch.
and begin this seance.
I hope you die from this.
Bill Wagner. Bill Wagner. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Bill Wagner? If you can hear us, we are trying to reach you. Please come and speak with us now so we can figure out why you're haunting the internet still. Everyone go ahead and hum while I'm doing this. Thank you.
I was already humming.
That's some good humming. Thank you. Bill Wagner, if you can hear us, please come speak to us. Let us hear you.
Don't do it.
And answer the question of why you are still haunting the internet.
It's a
And are
trap.
alive and active in this female's body.
Yes, Liz.
Whoa, what the fuck? Did you fucking hear that?
I think.
You just said yes, Liz. Spirit of Bill Wagner, can you do that again? Can you say my name?
Yes, Liz.
Jesus Christ. That's amazing. I think we're actually speaking with the spirit of Bill Wagner.
Sounds like a whore.
I don't know though. Hey Bill, if you're hearing me right now, is there anything that you could say that would remind me or have a way of tying your spirit to that of Bill Wagner?
Yes, Liz. I will dox you.
Well, that's a voice that sounds way too familiar. Bill Wagner, you're in Allie's body. That doesn't surprise me. She looks almost exactly like you. How did you manage to pull that off?
I read some articles and I know the difference between one thing and another.
Huh, that's fascinating shit. So, do you know who you're speaking with right now? Do you recognize me?
Oh, who, Mandy and Liz?
Well, it's Liz and it's the crew from my podcast.
Carol.
Mandy might be listening, but she's not with us in this room right now.
I'm Liz, and oh my god, I have a podcast.
Holy shit, reincarnated ghost of Bill Wagner. Calm the fuck down. What the fuck's your problem?
Why, we're not in bed right now. I don't know what you think we're doing here in this.
What a weird thing to fucking say.
She
Gross.
wants you. Good.
I guess your reincarnated form has been awful sexually suggestive towards me, though, so...
You're so fine, you blow my mind.
What a harlot. She's gross. That's really gross.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the fucking weirdest thing in the fucking world to say. Who the fuck?
weird
Good.
ghost.
She sung it, too.
We don't have a music button here. We have to have Allison's horrible karaoke.
I
Why
guess,
does she
but there's
sound-
really no need to actually sing anything, like...
Allison, the room clearing horrible karaoke.
Well, yeah, I think you hurt just Pat's ears, that's for sure. That was ridiculous.
Right.
Please stop singing.
He's a white guy. He'll be fine. He doesn't have any challenges.
Wow, that's a really fucking rude
Her
thing to
voice
say.
sounds like a
Ghost
fart.
of Bill Wagner / Allison.
I didn't have these kinds of spats with people until you and your friends came around.
I see that unlikely. So what have you been doing in your newfound body? Spirit of Bill Wagner?
Smoke weed every day.
Oh.
Sounds productive.
Maybe I should make a Liz What the Fuck Twitter parody account.
Well, this conversation got awful stocky real quick, didn't it?
That's
Yes, Liz.
Weird.
I will dox you.
What are you gonna do with that docked spirit of Bill Wagner?
I'm gonna post it.
Wow. Listening to that doesn't get any less creepy and stalky, that's for sure.
She wants you.
Alright, well, we're gonna let the spirit of Bill Wagner go back to smoking
That's
weed every
it.
day of its crazy female self
Bill Wagner
Down
wasn't
there in,
that ugly.
down there in Florida.
Yeah,
We're gonna close
it's
this
a terrible
seance,
state. Casey Anthony was there.
with a song from one of the friends.
Do it.
So thank you for
Oh, it's
joining
rap
us
music.
for another Liz and WTF Ghost
writing my own
Chasers
rap
episode.
song.
Next week,
You're an internet whore, Liz.
spirit dogs or spirit bitches?
Smoke weed every day.
I'm gonna go to bed. I'm going back to bed after this. I can't handle any of you people anymore. I just want to die. I wish the coronavirus would get me so I could just fucking die, please. Gosh,
She's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. Yes, Liz, I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you. I will dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you. I will dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you. Dox you.
Yes, Liz, I will dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. Yes, Liz, I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. And she's even recording me now, but I dare her to use it. I will dox you. I will dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. I will dox you. Dox you, dox you, dox you, dox you. Oh, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson, those who pray. Elizabeth Robinson, oh, here's to you.
Welcome back. I forgot about that gem. The Liz Doxy song by DJ Fat Mo.
Shout out to Mo Man.
Aussie Mo and his brilliant fucking remix.
I can listen to that for a while.
That was the best Liz Dox, Liz Stalker remix I think I've ever heard. You know, that's the thing. You can. You know, there was a time when, if all of you remember, in fact, a lot of you who are listening are from the times where Debbie Daly and I didn't get along, and this lady made Debbie look like a preschooler in terms of I'll just say this: I don't think Debbie's a creepy person.
No,
because I think I've seen what a real creepy person looks like.
Yeah, you can only get that context when you actually stare stupid evil in the face.
I mean, I don't think Debbie's anyone to mess around with by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, no.
You know, Debbie's has a lot of stamina. I will hand it to her.
Give her credit where credit's due for sure. Yeah, she's got moxie, that's for sure.
But I sit there and I think back and I go, at least when the times where Debbie and I were arguing, she had something going. She had something going for her. Like she had she thinks she could like battle back with, and she can at least analyze and think and, you know, pretty much play a good game of chess. This one is just fucking, this Allison chick is just crazy. Absolutely crazy. She's deployed her little pedophile friend Frankie after me too. I think I actually, you know what? I have his voicemail. It has my last name in it though. I can't skip over it here. So I'll play it next time. Allison hasn't necessarily gone away, but she's definitely added a new gang member to the group, and
contingent, yeah.
Yeah, that's Frankie, and Frankie is a pedophile in Oregon, who is upset with me because I called him a pedophile. I think. Not really entirely sure. I don't know. He's fucking obsessed with me. But
at this point, you can't rationalize crazy.
No. You know, it makes me want to really take back anything I ever said about Debbie, because I just like it's one of those things where you're like, God, you think back in retrospect, you're like, yeah, no, there are actually like really crazy people in the world. So, Allison had called a list of phone numbers that she thought were connected to me, and looking for me, and like a lot of them didn't make sense. But some of them, I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, no, none of that's gonna work. There was not one number there that was gonna like work. There, so, but anyway, so that is such is life.
Was there any other food ordered to these people? I think that.
No, not unless it was a podcast, you know, for like a show promotion or something like that. So, also, Liz and WTF shirts, the Paranormal series, there are shirts going to be made for that. That'll be on the website. You can order those shirts. They're not going to be too expensive because I know you guys are all broke. I'm trying to make money off of you broke ass listeners.
The prices will be spooky.
We have a couple new products coming down the chain here really soon as well. That I'm sure a lot of you will enjoy. As well as after this show, there will be some other promotions where you can win real life prizes, and things, kind of just promotions to go for the show. So in some cases it says it will be cash, so make sure you keep listening in for those in the future. So why was I so interested? Why was I so not interested? Why was I so annoyed today at brunch? So I'm sitting there, and my beautiful niece, and there are 5 other tables around us, and 4 of those tables consisted of couples, and it was 2 white couples, 2 black couples. Fine, they were great. To the right of me, there was 1 table, and there was 3 people at the table. These people just happened to be black. And they were drunk. At 1 p.m. They were taking shots. They were taking shots of tequila and dropping it, and glasses breaking.
Oh no!
And it was a night, and they're just sloppy. And I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what? I don't care who you are, unless you're AIM. You've been drunk before in a place. It's a nice. It's a middle class restaurant. It wasn't like a high. You know, it was middle. You know, middle of the road. You know, not cheap, not expensive. You know,
just
called a mimosa house. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, it's a mimosa house. People get drunk. Okay, I don't give a shit. And they're sitting there talking about somebody's birthday, and I'm like, okay, whatever. But they are just so loud. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna be in my head. I'm not gonna look over. But I'm outdoors and I'm uncomfortable anyway. I'm hot. I want air conditioning. I just want, like, my server to come over and ask me if I want some water or just something, right? And so I'm listening to this conversation because I don't have any other choice. Everyone else around me is speaking to themselves. The group to the right of me are not speaking to themselves. They're speaking for everyone to hear. And one of the things that they say is they're, oh, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that, or blah, blah, blah. And I hear one of these girls look over and go, okay, we're going to take pictures, but just don't post them. People be trying to find my social media and our social media. We can't post all the things that we do because, I got a career and stuff. I got a career, I got family, this and this and this. And they're insinuating, suggesting that they are up to some business sometimes and they can't have pictures posted because it would mean that they lose their job. And this is post right after the riots and looting in Sacramento. Like right after. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like listening to these people talk about all of the things that they can't do and they can't say and blah 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 on video camera because, you know, their jobs are at risk and things like that. And then they're sitting there like, oh my god, they're just having the greatest time. In the meantime, they're making this huge filthy fucking mess over there. They're breaking glasses. The server's coming over and doing everything they can. So, in fact, my niece who was with me, you know, she didn't get served in time because, you know, the server was busy catering to a bunch of people he probably should have cut off quite a while ahead. But okay. Whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm starting to get annoyed. Because out of all the people in outdoor seating right now, all these people who are clearly just as uncomfortable as I am, being in the heat, being outdoors, you know, feel like society is doing a little bit of repairing California and whatnot have you, there are some people who are just carefree and don't want to post how they, you know, really feel. Ozzy Andrew, not yet. Please stop. Sorry, everyone. You just heard me totally. I have a sinus infection, I think. Congested, and you all heard that. But you have these people who are just carefree, and they're talking about all the things that they do and all the things that, you know, they don't do or whatever. And, you know, I'm sitting there. And, you know, they're getting wasted and all this kind of shit, just being, hey, just don't post that on social media. Can't have people seeing what we're doing on social media. Okay, fine. And then they let off. Mimosa House, nigga, what? Oh, fucking, like, yelling out fucking loud. They're sitting there, like, fucking shit up and all this good stuff, getting loud. Everyone's trying to be really nice because, you know, tensions are a little high right now. And so our white-ass waiter is, like, trying to be, like, overly nice. And just be accommodating because they're clearly like, and fucking what? And fucking what? And I will fucking blah 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 blah. And what motherfucking Mimosa House? What, nigga? What? And I'm sitting there going, now they've turned the Mimosa House into Mimosa House, nigga. What? I can't come back here ever again because now that is going to be the hashtag. And so I'm like, whatever. Okay, come on. You just ruined the name of one of my favorite places to go to for brunch. I don't know if I can come back here. And then they get up. I shit you not. I see this bitch pull out a $5 bill on a tab that was about $120 and give it to that server for a tip. And she gets up, she goes around the fake wall, because we're all outside, she goes to her cart, and they start blasting the most obnoxious fucking music that they possibly can, so there's no more conversation until the music stops. They get in, they all are drunk, drinking tequila, I think there was a bottle of wine there and all that. They get into the car, and they sped away. Drinking and driving, middle of the afternoon, sped fucking away, all have careers. And I'm sitting there, and I didn't say anything. But I'm sitting there thinking to myself, how oppressed are these people? Poor them. Poor fucking them. Oh my god, my bleeding heart for these poor oppressed black people with careers and their $120 bill and their bragging rights and you know, their ability to be so happy through the COVID-19 pandemic, where I see the state of downtown and so many businesses have shut down. Those are people's livelihoods that have been ruined. There were the livelihoods of these businesses that were looted and rioted, who are already hanging probably on a string anyway because of the pandemic, and then looted because of, you know, something that happened in Minneapolis, and how empty the spaces are and how broken everyone is. And it's really sad. It's one of the saddest things I think I've ever had to drive through is downtown right now. And you see everyone trying to recover and pick up, and there's a lot, you know, most people are feeling down about it. In fact, you look around to the rest of the restaurant, you could be black or you could be white. Most people are not necessarily happy, but they're trying to be supportive of like local restaurants, and they're trying to get out there. And then you have this group who are taking away attention from probably the overall theme of community and all that, and they're just fucking celebrating like nothing's wrong because they're so oppressed. I understand systematic oppression exists. I get it. I've seen situations firsthand where it does. And I've also seen just an excuse to fucking destroy something. It's absolutely horrifying to look at and horrifying to watch. So, I'm like on fucking fire today. I am on fucking fire. The fact that these clowns can go running around doing what they're doing, they have the bragging rights, and trust me, I didn't want to know what their conversation was. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a flying fuck what their conversation was. They were so loud that that's what their conversation was, and they were running around like there was nothing wrong in the world, because they got their looting and rioting out of their system. They're not going to lose their job because they know better to post it on social media. And they're good. They're good. Everything's good with them. And you just sit there and you look back and you look at everyone who's lost something due to the recent events of just everything, not just one thing or another, but everything. And you don't see a lot of carefree people running around right now, but you do see some, and it's definitely not the crowd that you think it is. All right, so with that, we're going to go to one more commercial break, and then guess what, everyone? I know this is the thing you've been absolutely waiting for. I'm going to open it up to Roundtable and Discord Talk. Mr. Midnight Movie, I saw you in there. Everybody come back. We're going to a quick commercial, and we'll see you in just, oh my god, like 5 minutes.
Sometimes monkeys are just monkeys. I mean, sure, they do some fun stuff with your banana, and you like that. But at the end of the day, they're just monkeys.
Fuck yes. Yeah, Sue Ann, this is Billy Bob. I know we only met like last night, and you needed some little bit of cash because we were talking on the internet, and so I sent you like that Western Union money, right, to get you dressed up and nice and everything. I know it was only $1,000, but I've been sitting here in this parking lot, so we can go down to that hoedown down by the barn, right? And I'm waiting here. When, can you respond to me? Because I'm getting kind of lonely. So, all right, Sue Ann. Don't let me down, Sue Ann. There's a cliff right beside where I am, Sue Ann. And I got to check my emergency brake. Whoa! Just a minute. I got to check the car. I want to be in it when it goes off the cliff. Sue Ann, give me a call back, please, Sue Ann. Don't let me down. It was all my life savings. $1,000. My whole lifetime to save that, man.
Public notice. I intend to continue to kick motherfucking ass day and night until every last piece of garbage has been handed his or her asshole in a steamed blend with horse piss and bum poop in a blanket with my moldy vomit smeared on top. As a reminder that I will accept nothing less than top quality information to help educate the intellectually dumb in our world. Good day!
Alright. We're gonna bring everyone in on Discord. Alright, if you were coming in on Discord on the show, you have to be in the Liz and WTF Lifeboat server. and we are in anger management. I'm gonna unmute everyone here. All right. I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this, but such is life, right? I am opening Discord right now. Hi everyone, you are on Liz and WTF podcast. Hi. Hello, Bob. Hi, Bathtub Girl. How are you? You know, I'm doing okay. I'm a little annoyed today. But not a lot annoyed today. Oh, hold on. It's going to be the mask thing, but it's also going to be that I need to switch over my audio to make sure you guys come in here okay. Hold on 1 second. Alright, there we go. Alright, you guys are on, so you guys can be heard now. Alright, so these are the people. Mr. Owl is now joining the voice call. But yeah, no, I'm a little annoyed today. I'm not annoyed because of the mask thing. I am annoyed at the mask thing. I'm annoyed of everything right now. I'm annoyed that you can't send your child out to go play baseball, but you can sit 2 feet in front of a stranger in a parking lot, and, you know, life's okay. It seems to be a little bit ass backwards. How is everybody else doing?
Sore.
You're sore? What are you sore from?
Yeah. My back still hurts. Scoliosis. Fun.
Oh. That's what a good anal raping will do to you. So, I'm just going to let everybody know right now, no matter how mad or upset or how much you disagree with any opinions expressed in voice chat, if you give out any identifying information about somebody else, I'm going to have to boot you off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
Okay.
That's about as much identifying information as I'm going to say. My back hurts.
Your back hurts? No, I mean, the beautiful part about open chat is that you can say whatever you want without fear of personal recourse. And so that's the thing. Like, a lot of people, if they go and they have an opinion, and the general population doesn't like it, or you find some weirdo out there that really doesn't appreciate what you're saying, they could try to ruin your life. Well, the only rule we have on here, like a narcissist. And so the only rule we have over here is that you don't give out any personal information about yourself or about other people, and therefore you can say whatever you want.
So
That's pretty
you really know.
But yeah. What did you think about those EVP recordings, Angela? Did you hear any of those?
I thought 2 of them sound legitimate.
They're wild. They're weird. EVP recordings. I'm not a huge EVP person, so I'm not really great at. This is my first time, I should say, at like audio editing.
Well, I thought it was a great attempt.
It was a mere okay attempt. It was
not my best attempt. I thought it was great.
For my first attempt.
You're right about the spikes on the consonants. There's always a spike on those.
There is, and this is my first attempt, and so that's why I'm like, well, you know what? Because my first attempt is clearly going to be a shit attempt at this, I'm going to go ahead and offer up the raw audio to anybody that wants it, and then you can hear everything, and then do your own work. But Mr. Midnight Movie just joined.
Yes.
I was going to go to bed, and then I was getting laxy. Wilford Brimley died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to the funeral?
I don't know where the hell he's buried, but if it was around, it was close to me, I would. I wouldn't travel too far, but yeah, just the old Willie.
Willie's dead.
Willie's dead.
Dead.
Well,
he died at 85, and he's had diabetes for a while.
He did commercials for, I don't know for what, but...
Your diabetes supplies.
Right, that's it.
So maybe I can live like 35 more years like Willie. Shit, he was longer than my parents, man.
Ozzy Andrew is also trying... Oh, there he is. Ozzy Andrew's going to join us here on this call, too. Did you hear my story about today? Is my anger unfounded from this restaurant scenario?
That's really hot outside and you have to be outside?
I'm sitting here like, wow, like, there's 4 of the people, or 4 other tables, And clearly nobody's like running around like, oh my god, life is great. Nobody's over here like, life is amazing. You know, everyone's kind of looking at each other sideways because, I mean, everyone's uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden, you have just these black people who are like clearly like talking about the shit that they've done that they're not going to post on social media because they'll lose their job. And just living it up. Like they're not a care in the world. Like everything's good. And I'm sitting here like I'm like offended. Like nobody else. Like the general consensus is like life is up. Everyone's world is shooken a little bit. And then you have like a group who are like, I got my money, I got my job, I got my friends, I got my looting in, and like life is good.
Oh my
and
gosh.
It's just like, you know, and you're sitting there like, what? In downtown, like it's been like destroyed. It's been absolutely destroyed. Like people have lost their livelihoods.
Yeah, the left supported all that shit.
Well, I'm just sitting here, but I mean, you think about it, like even the other black people in the restaurant weren't like living La Vida Loca. You know, they're sitting there like, hey, you know, everyone's just kind of just minding their own business. This is California. And then you just have this group over here with just not one care in the world. And you wonder why that is, you know? And I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting, but it really like was the icing on the cake for me. Because I've spent so much time, I think, through this pandemic trying to alter and fix and be a voice to security and to comfort and to, you know, manipulate the economy to kickstart it again and drive that beast. And here I am looking at a group of people who don't give a fuck. You know, it doesn't matter.
Government subsidizes degenerates.
Oh, that's a really good line. I like that.
No, it's true.
Ozzy,
now I'm writing an article.
If those people had to work for their food, they wouldn't be fucking looting.
Well, now, here, I will say this. They were talking about their career, and they didn't want things posted on social media because they didn't want to lose their career, and they used the word career. So, I mean, for all I know, you know, they could be an attorney listening to this.
I doubt that. But the thing of it is, they probably come from social squalor and barbarity because the government subsidized some members of their family through either an easy job or or just mother living on welfare without having kids. I mean, like without having a husband, no father. You know, it's like I said, we've accepted degeneracy in this society.
They set the system up that way. So you can't really blame the single mom. She gets penalized if she gets married.
Well, I mean,
Angela's right on that one. Absolutely correct on that one.
Well, but you know what?
Like,
Especially the
people
insurance.
are like, why would you want to get married? You're missing, or why wouldn't you? You're missing out on all these benefits. And
Why would
from
you
an
wanna have
accountant
a kid?
from an accountant point of view, I'm like, you actually lose out on, tax benefits.
Why
if you're
would
married.
why would you want to have a kid you can't afford?
Because the government will pay you for that kid.
It happens. It happens. You know, young people, they have a good time, and then there's a result. But the single moms get their insurance for free. And I don't know if you looked at the price of private insurance. It's very expensive with high deductibles.
Yeah.
You know, I think for some people, they choose to stay in a system where they can get their insurance, like government insurance. It's better than nothing. I think that's what some people do.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know if the system can continue on because we have a larger, older population, and then we have, a large, bunch of degenerates having kids that can't afford them, and they're living off the taxpayer too.
Well, coronavirus is going to get both of those things that you talked about, Mr. Midnight Movie, and then it's going to be just the rest of us.
Yeah, it got Herman Cain. And maybe Wilford Brimley.
Maybe Wilford Brimley. I did catch a very compelling, interesting EVP session that talked about a missing girl. I have to pull it up. Like Samantha Powell.
All right, as you pull that up, Sika. Sika. Brian. Sika.
Oh, Seika was a porn star, yes. But she you know, you just interrupted Liz. Now, if you were doing that on my
I'm sorry, no, she's searching something. She's searching something.
I want to kick your hockey kick your teeth in, but go ahead.
Through all the EVP things that we caught, there was one name that came through, and it was a woman that went missing out in Colorado, and her husband, she had 2 kids, and they still haven't found her body, but she had a husband and 2 kids, and the brother-in-law died, or whatever. The brother-in-law died, and I think the husband died, too, but nobody still has found this woman's body, and her name actually came through over an EVP, and it was definitely clear enough for me to actually go Google the name and have it come up in a missing woman search. So that's interesting. Yeah, compelling ass shit right there.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared, Dennis. Quit being a baby. Oh shit! Hold on, Ozzy Andrew. I'm gonna check you up. There you go.
Andrew's here, man. What's going
Hi,
on, brother?
Andrew, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? We're going into stage 4 lockdown tomorrow. So I'm not good, but I'm still here.
Jesus Christ!
Stage 4.
Yeah, what's stage 4, man? Like we're in stage 3, right? What's stage 4? What is that?
You can leave your house to get food, no exercise, and you can see one family member.
Oh no way!
Fuck.
So your gyms. No, wait, whoa. Your gyms are still locked down?
Yes.
And you're stage 4? Yeah?
Yep. Gyms opened up for 3 days. I've got a gym in my garage, but they opened up in 3 days, and then they closed again, and so did all the fucking diners and all the fucking restaurants.
Oh, yeah?
We are fucked.
Well, my gym's still open. They just moved everything outside. I don't know what they're going to do coming into the fall. But, luckily we're in California, and so it's, our summers will last a little bit longer here, but...
Hey, listen, I hear California's a hot spot. It's, like, hotter than Florida
well, yeah, Dennis, you were the
York.
patient zero for California, so...
Yeah, I know. I brought the freaking damn stupid virus down there. But Andrew, you're stage 4. I haven't heard of this before. Now, I heard California start opening stuff up. Texas started opening up. Florida started opening up, and then
opened up, but then it's shutting down.
Yeah, they shut down again, man. Because
Dennis, let me say something, mate.
Yes,
we had 112 deaths. The world toll is 716.
No,
and we're going into stage 4 lockdown for what? For what?
I don't know, man.
Are you guys in time right now?
Is Australia in wintertime right now?
Yeah, it's winter.
No.
It's winter time.
Yeah, winter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's winter time. Yeah, it's to the other side of the planet. Do the math.
So they should be able. So if coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus is down in Australia right now in the winter, it should give us a heads up of what to prepare for the winter months to come, based on the data and the way that the countries who are in the southern hemisphere are handling it.
I think it'll be cold.
I think it'll be cold. I think it'll be a cold winter.
I am cold. But did you see David Knight? Because Alex Jones' channel has just got back on the YouTube because he got his lawsuit won. So David Knight did a fucking graph between the deaths from, normal pneumonia versus COVID-19, and it fucking matched every month.
I know. People die for pneumonia all day, every day, man. Fuck.
I just don't understand where anybody thought whatever the government tells you to do is good for you.
Oh, God's sake. Yeah, go to your house.
Situation
Fucking
has the government.
stay home.
Did Ozzy Andrew, did you hear when I was talking about the some of the cities were like, we're going to send the police after these kids and their families who are going to go let their kids go practice baseball. And you can get a citation up to imprisonment. for violating and letting your kid
Absolutely,
go practice.
that's what's going to come here.
But you can eat outside at a restaurant. You can eat outside 2 feet away from a stranger.
That's what's coming here. 12 o'clock my time. It's now 4:06. That's what's coming here in a few hours.
No way.
You know what else I don't appreciate?
Holy fuck, man.
You have people that are under quarantine, people who have lost their jobs. Everyone, once again, they've been shaken up. You know, they have parking enforcement listed as essential employees, and they're going around in the poverty, in the poor communities, issuing parking tickets.
Yeah.
People who most likely before all this may have not had a job anyway. Now they really don't have a job, and parking is shit in this fucking state. And they're going around issuing parking tickets upwards to $200.
No, that's crazy nuts. That's crazy nuts. City of Toronto is bypassing parking tickets. They're allowing people to park illegally because because we're all.
I hope I get arrested really soon. I can't
Liz.
wait. What?
You're gonna arrest? Can I arrest you, Liz?
No, Dennis. You're not a cop.
I want
Liz,
to arrest
I'm
you.
angry as fuck. You know why?
You're always angry.
Well, yeah, not as much as you, Dennis, but I'm angry now because I know the statistics and I'm a fucking mathematician and engineer and all this bullshit that doesn't even matter. Here's what's going on, man.
No, man. It's like pretty simple fucking shit, right? You know?
They're locking us down for fucking 10% of the road toll. They're locking us down for 10% of the fucking road toll.
I know, man.
Fucking mind?
Hey, listen, man. They don't even know if they want to open up the schools in September because they're
opening up the schools here. Nope, it's all remote learning. They're talking about extending. They've extended sports, but at the same time, it's like, how are you? So one of the underlying issues with one of the things that put you at risk for the coronavirus is being an unhealthy or a person or having underlying health conditions, which might contribute to not being able to fight off the virus. And then they're teaching these kids that you can't go out and exercise, but if your dick is hard enough, you can go to a restaurant or you can and they're focusing on that, just completely ignoring the fact that everybody should be able, the fact that they closed down gyms and health clubs, and the gyms and the clubs weren't the first things to open is one of the most ridiculous things
I know.
I've ever
It's
fucking
stupid,
seen.
man. It's
and then
stupid.
they're letting these businesses just die. Just fucking die.
Liz,
You know how many these riots and this looting going on, and I've fucking had it with this shit. I've fucking had it with this shit.
Liz,
I think
Liz, you know how many
Dennis,
businesses?
Hold on, shut up,
you know how many
Dennis. I think I've done a really good job of being calm and being patient and being a voice, going, you know what, everyone, everything's gonna be okay. Let's just get creative and let's do this instead of that. And I've been very successful in my ventures. But I hit the fucking wall today when I'm seeing people just willy-nilly just enjoying life. I know that sounds fucked up, but
no, they're enjoying life their way.
I'm sitting here trying to control the sanity of everybody else and then control my own sanity and then just, fucking Mimosa House nigga. This is it. This is where we're at in a Mimosa House nigga.
Liz, this is why I get in a lot of confrontations with people in public when I don't agree with what they're doing, even though it might seem judgmental of their actions.
Tell me when you want me in, man.
No,
go ahead,
Andrew, and I'm
go.
so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt
Go.
you, but I've fucking had it with this shit.
No, I don't want to cut you off either.
No,
I know.
I went on a tangent there. I've been going off on this tangent all day long.
I know.
Because I'm losing my mind.
Stop.
Look, I don't give a fuck. That's genuine. Luke,
I know.
that's genuine.
I know.
This is what's going on with me.
Yeah.
I'm fucking out of my mind, and I'm talking to chicks and stuff that agreeing with me that have never, ever seen my point of view. And I posted the David Knight stuff, which is on Alex Jones InfoWars. Okay, it's bullshit. And he posted the graphs from the flu virus from a year ago versus the COVID-19, and there was no fucking difference. Not one fucking point.
No, I think influenza.
InfoWars was down in my town a few years ago, and they
It's
put on a
back.
hell of a display. It was one of the best probably displays I've ever seen, and they had counter protests down at the Capitol, but they handled them really, really well. In fact, anybody that was acting stupid was being held off by California Highway Patrol on horses across the street.
Go
It
on.
was really well. It was really well.
Go on YouTube now and go Alex Jones Radio. Look at it. But don't worry about Alex Jones. Look at David Knight. His stuff is fucking unbelievable.
I feel like just everyone's being lied to. I feel like whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're on any, I think you're being fucking lied to. I think you're being lied to for crowd control.
This is the way I live my life. This is the way I live my life. I don't care. Everybody can try to tell me the way I should live my life. I don't listen to them. Okay? I live my life my way. Republican, Democrat, I don't freaking damn fucking care. You know, like in Canada, Trudeau, conservative, liberal, I don't give a fuck.
No, that's the thing.
Fucking
It's
live my life.
you know what, and that's the thing. It's you're being manipulated. You're being lied to. You're being told to conform mentally. You know, you're being told to wear a mask. You're being told that the only time you can take off that mask is if you're in an outdoor restaurant 2 feet away from someone, but you are not allowed to exercise.
I know. There's no proper rules. Okay, Liz. There's no proper rules.
Even though the COVID-19 virus it has been proven to die in UV under UV lighting.
Yes.
Rays, you cannot go outside and exercise. You cannot go run around the block. You cannot be with other. You cannot be a child. You will go to fucking jail if you go exercise or have your child exercise. You will go to jail. Potentially.
Look, hey, sorry. I'm just going to say this quick.
From someone in a fucking parking lot
they had a
without
party.
a mask on that you've never met, and they could fucking sneeze on you, and you could fuck them in the bathroom, and you will be fine. But if you exercise your child in a
get
sports,
fined.
athletic,
You get fined.
outdoor atmosphere, you potentially could go to. There's something wrong.
That's right.
With what's going on.
That's right. That's right. They had a party. They had a house party in Brampton, or close by city.
And I'm sorry, this is what
the house owner
thinks is what's good
house
for you.
owner
The government
was
is telling
fined.
you that this is what's good
He was
for you.
fined. Yeah,
Hold on,
the house, the host was
This is what the
fined.
government is telling you
100
is
grand.
good for you. Dennis, I will fucking deafen you.
Promise?
This is what the government is fucking telling you. The government is telling you this is good for you. The government's telling you that your kids can't fuck. No, listen to this, and I want this all to resonate, and this will be the last time I bring it up. The government is telling you your child cannot go outside and kick around a soccer ball with 2 other people at 10 feet distance because the contact with the
Yes, I
soccer
trust
ball
the CDC more than you, Boomer.
and
Shut up.
you can sit 2 feet away from someone at a restaurant and fuck them in a bathroom as long as there's a glory hole, and that's okay. And that's what the government is telling you is okay and good for you.
Yeah. Yes. That's correct.
Never let a good crisis go to waste.
I'm
If
going
you
to
know
believe the
what I'm
government
saying.
rather than you. You're just like a Karen. You're a stupid Karen.
I'm sorry, but this doesn't make any sense. I can't even go to a restaurant anymore.
Okay,
Is
whatever,
Liz a
Karen.
Is Liz a Karen?
Steak and eggs were ruined today.
Whatever,
You know
Karen.
what? You know what?
Hello, World Star.
Oh, God.
World Star, I think you would be supporting me with letting kids play around with the soccer ball on the field. You have no entertainment right now.
Whatever, Karen.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm going to
married
trust
a
science.
Karen.
I'm not going to trust you.
Shut the fuck up. I married a Karen.
I'm not saying that the
All right?
coronavirus is fake. The COVID-19 virus is fake. You're not hearing me sit there and preach that. What I'm saying is that the government doesn't know what's good for you.
It's just a new version of the flu. It's nothing different. I mean, David Knight did a show yesterday with fucking graphs, and they matched every fucking state in the United States.
Well, I mean,
But
I
no
went
one
and looked
looked
at. So, you're right, Ozzy Andrew. You know what?
You probably believe hydrocortisone works. You're fucking
So-
stupid conspiracy retard.
And so I've looked at I've done a lot of
I
research.
know it
I've looked
works.
at I've looked at the virus itself, and it's a nasty thing when you look at it. And if you have any sort of a microbiology background, you can tell by the studies that they've done, it's a little fucked looking, a lot fucked looking, and it's scary, and I can appreciate that absolutely. My point isn't how deadly or how bad.
Look at this dumb
virus
Karen ranting. She's just babbling and babbling. She probably votes Trump.
I know.
This is the problem with Republicans. They don't want to look at facts.
Mara, can you let her finish her point?
Nah, I don't really care what Karens have to think.
I want someone to explain the logic to me. Explain the logic to me for the government mandates.
Why would I?
Why
The CDC has thousands of scientists. Why should I trust you, you Karen?
Because it's
Which government mandate?
CDC, yeah. Okay.
Okay, you want to?
God's
Let's hear your opinion. How is children exercising at a park or practicing baseball better or worse? We'll say worse than outdoor dining in a covered space 2 feet away from someone.
Opposite.
Because they're children.
Opposite.
Because the CDC told you something.
Opposite. Yeah. You know what? They have restrictions in Toronto, right? 6 feet table distancing, right? And they go center to table. But when they put the chairs in there, they're only like 2 feet away from each other, right? It's like, what's the fucking point?
I went to indoor dining yesterday.
I could jerk off someone next to me in a
Fucking
restaurant.
bullshit, man. No, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Yeah, this is not a real person.
So World Star,
No.
I just World Star's gone.
And he just fucking cut off. So that was
it's all
not a real
bullshit.
person. That was a Fed. That was a bullshit artist.
They're called CIA niggas.
No, it's all bullshit.
I like World Star. World Star's not bad, but at the same time, it's like I want you to convince me that what you're reading actually matches up with. Let's play the scenario out. Let's go not let children exercise, and then let's go ahead and turn around and let's let the scenario play out.
Right, and that's when what you do is try the scenario out, and that's when you find out when it didn't work, and that's when you got to find out what happened. Pardon me?
What he fucking posted. Oh,
World Star? It's a fucking goof, man. Oh, fuck off.
fucking 1,000 scientists that want to get tenure.
Whatever,
If
man.
You don't know what that is. You don't know what we're
But
talking
also,
about.
hold on.
You
World
know-
Star, this is what World Star said in the chat, everyone, because you don't know. So World Star says, and he tagged me, LOL, okay, Kieran, take your concerns to the manager of the U.S. government and thousands of scientists. In fact, I believe that the data I'm getting is backed up by scientists, meaning that the COVID-19 virus cannot necessarily survive in high temperatures and heat. So therefore, in the state that I'm living in, that makes zero fucking sense. So being under a covered part of a restaurant, which is essentially an indoor restaurant, okay, because it is an enclosure, is going to be okay sitting 2 feet away from somebody, and that is going to be somehow different and better than children exercising out in the open, warm, nice, hot air.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, I know,
You
right?
want to sit there and go science, I mean, you're not talking to someone who isn't science retarded, I guess is probably the best way. The best way for me to describe myself to you, World Star, is not. I'm not science retarded.
Oh, okay.
To put it into simple terms, and I am educated, and I do read on all this stuff. So, and that's fine. I understand what the data says. What I don't understand are the policies that are put into place.
Yeah, I don't think anybody.
Let me in when you want.
Disputing you. Yeah, I don't.
Come on, Dennis.
I think
Sorry, go ahead, Ozzy Andrew. You're up.
Yes.
Okay. So who was the person, the doctor, that Fauci got imprisoned for 10 fucking years for not going along with the social line? The doctor. The female. Who was that?
I don't know.
You fucking apologist cocksucker. Sorry.
Who are we talking about now? What? Which one? Which
If
woman?
you look it up, you know who she is.
Who is she? I don't know this one. I don't do politics. I don't do American politics, especially.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't go that deep into the rabbit hole. I take the facts and I take what we know, and then I look at real life. What I know. When I walk out the door.
Hey, listen. Liz is a scientist, science-based.
I'm not a scientist, Dennis. Don't tell people that.
Oh, yeah. You're science-based. You do not do, the other side. You dabble.
All I know is that what we're given. I know the research that's done. What I'm disputing now is that the government.
I gotta call you up on this one. You're an atheist, right?
Before me, I don't. This has nothing to do with religion. This is it, right here.
But you are.
The government says point blank. And this is just if I want to call out how shit the government is, let's look at the DMV. But yeah, I'm not going to go to that old argument. Let's go to this new argument. I'm not going to go off. Shut up, Dennis. I'm not going to go off any other argument except for this. I've repeated myself numerous times. I'm going to do it again. They say that a child cannot go outside and kick a soccer ball back and forth between each other 10 feet away. But they say that it is okay for you to sit in a restaurant, in a parking lot, in an enclosure, which is the same as a restaurant.
Oh, man. They got bars open in Toronto.
Dennis, I'm not done.
Dennis, straighten out, man.
They're saying that you can sit 2 feet away from a stranger, you don't know where they've been, and you can sit there and sneeze and cough, and nobody's going to sit there and regulate that. And they're saying that that is okay. They are saying that you can't be a child and kick a soccer ball between each other at 10 feet, but protesting arm in arm is not going to cause the coronavirus.
Yep.
But these children can't go anywhere. They can't practice sports. They can't even touch the same ball. But they say that there's evidence that strongly suggests that the COVID virus is not spread between people arm in arm in a protest. Therefore, this should be allowed to protest. Someone is lying here.
Yeah, it's bullshit. I know, it's bullshit. It's dumb and stupid. Right. It's like it's good for one person,
so hold
not
on.
good for the other.
Says, Liz,
could I
kind of funny how we are educated with degrees and you're just a Karen complaining. Motherfucker, I have 3 degrees. All of them shut up, Dennis. I have 3 degrees based in science. So you can fuck off with your stupid fucking comment, World Star. I'm not an uneducated person. But
I never said you were.
I'm not talking to you, Dennis. Shut up.
Sorry.
Liz, could I say something else?
Yes.
I'm waiting for your answer. I'm not going to
respond yes.
otherwise.
Go ahead. You're good. I'm sorry. I'm talking to World Star in the chat, and Dennis is responding as if he's World Star.
Well, Dennis, I love you, man, but shut the fuck up, please.
I know. I am trying to go.
Fauci was the guy who got the fucking AIDS vaccine that killed so many fucking people before. Look it up.
I don't know much about Fauci. I don't.
I know everything about that motherfucker.
I know you're Australian, man. Why do you give a fuck about this? A fucking American dude.
So World Star
says, Dennis,
kind of funny how you're educated with the degrees and you're just a Karen complaining on Discord of all places. So hold on.
Dennis,
before anybody does anything, can someone post a copy of the show so can see that all of that is live on air?
Yeah.
Understands.
I'll post you. I'll send you everything if you want, but
yes.
Dennis,
yes,
please,
sir.
Shut up.
Okay, I will. I respect my respectables.
I like you so much, man, but
I
in this fucking realm, you don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I know. That's why
I'm sorry, man. I'm not trying to fuck with you. Absolutely not trying to fuck with you, but you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking sending stuff to people and they're freaking the fuck out because they don't understand the graphs that I'm sending them.
Yeah. No, I don't know any of that shit. So I try to shut myself in.
I don't know about those rabbit holes. Okay, I don't know about that. All I know is that the policies that are being put into place don't even match the science of what's going on, and one has to wonder why this is. And in fairness, maybe you know what? Maybe the government's intentions are the best. Maybe they're looking out, but they're not. And these are the experts running your. These are the experts running your government right now, and it's ridiculous.
But it's grotesque.
You need to look into tenure. What you need to do to get tenure, and these fuckers, these professors, are just towing the line. It's like my ex-girlfriend. They're just towing the line. There's no fucking facts in science. It's Fauci. There's nothing else.
Well, you know what?
I will.
You know what?
I'll read up on it. I'll look into it. You know, and
you know what? I look at things.
I love information for sure, but
right. When I look at things, I got to decipher things. I got science and I got spirit, intuition.
Judy Mikovits?
Whoa! I got left brain, right brain. I got to figure logic, right? And there's a little bit of creativity on one side, right?
Look, man.
May 8, 2020. Plandemic. Hold on, Dennis. Plandemic. Was Judy Mikovits arrested without a warrant and jailed without charges? The factually challenged film Plandemic is a social media hit with groups such as anti-vaxxers and QAnon conspiracy theorists. May 8, 2020. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I guess I'll read up on it. But, you know, I'll read up on it. I'm not really saying that. What I'm saying is that everyone, let's take a step back, and let's say we knew nothing about the virus. Let's say none of us were scientists, none of us were people of science. Okay,
I'm not a scientist.
And so, let's just say we all step back from everything we know, and the
that's where I am.
Comes to us and they go, "Hey, you guys, we have this virus, and it's deadly. It spreads very easily. It spreads on surfaces, and." You know, it's in the air even, and so what we need you guys all to do is we need you to stay home for a couple weeks. And we go, okay, we're gonna stay home for a couple weeks. And then your neighbor goes, wait a minute though, how am I gonna operate my restaurant? And they go, okay, well, you can't operate a restaurant. Okay. And they go, but I'm gonna lose my house. That's my life. You know, okay, well, we're gonna let you operate your restaurant. And they go, okay, great, perfect. We're going to make sure that our employees adhere to social distancing standards. We're going to spend a couple thousand, and you know we're going to open up selectively, and we're going to open up outdoors. And the government's like, "Hey, that's fantastic." And they go, "Hey, is there any way to control how people sit next to each other?" And go, "Oh no, you can't do that. That's too much. Don't. You can't control the way people sit next to each other." But then the restaurant comes back and goes, "But wait a minute, didn't you say that this virus was easily spread between person to person?" Yeah, but as long as your servers, you know, you're taking care of your own, you can't really control the people because that's not what we're about. And so
I know, it's all fucked up, man.
And so, hold on, I'm not done. Dennis, I'm not done. And so,
sorry, Liz, I'll cut you off. Sorry about that.
You're all right. And so,
I know you're okay. So, I'm a shithole.
And so,
go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, you're all right.
Continue on with my story. And so,
no, it's not a story.
Your neighbor goes, "Hey, I got some kids in." So if the restaurants are opening and they're adhering to their employees going to social distancing standards at 6 feet apart, my kid hasn't gotten out of the house for a couple weeks now. Can we let them go practice? And it's really easy for them to maintain social distance of over 6 feet apart because it's sports, right? Most of it isn't, unless it's wrestling. You know, it's not really man-on-man contact.
Shut up.
And so the government then turns around and goes, absolutely fucking not. Do you know how easily this virus is transmitted? You cannot just simply go out and let your children touch things. And because it's so, but you know, you're looking at your neighbor and you're like, but hold on. Liz, this guy has a restaurant, and even though his employees are 6 feet apart, you said that you couldn't control the people that come into his restaurant. They go, yeah, we can't control the people. We can control anybody who's organized as a non-profit corporation. We can control you, but we can't control the people. Well, okay. Well, what if I take my kid out and we don't put on the uniforms and maybe we just invite his friends on the same team to practice? You're going to go to jail then, ma'am. And that is
I just want to ask Liz a question.
And you cannot tell me, World Star, that makes sense. You cannot tell me that that situation and anything that you have makes actual sense.
I never asked. I rarely asked
Dennis,
you to relax.
I'm talking to fucking World Star.
I know.
I just want to ask Liz a question.
Yes. Ask. Yes.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay.
I'm clearly not irritable. I'm
I can
clearly
feel
not
your
irritable.
passion.
I'm
irritable
talking to
enough
Liz
tonight.
now, Dennis. Please cut out.
Yes. I'll shut up.
So it's New South Wales in Australia, where all those boats, where all the coronavirus people landed. And the virus didn't get out. And now I'm living in fucking Victoria, where all the contract people that were responsible for the lockdown and the quarantine were working in Uber and were working with Gab and were driving around fucking everywhere, and now the virus is everywhere and the government is blaming us. That's where I'm at.
Oh, it's your fault.
Yeah, it's my fault, not the government.
Dennis's fault.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, at least it's my fault in North America, and it's your fault down in Oz.
No, I want Liz to answer that fucking question for me, please.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I didn't
Liz.
hear a question. I just heard a statement. What'd you say, Ozzy Andrew?
I said all the boats that were contaminated with the coronavirus got on New South Wales ground.
Got him.
But, shut up, Dennis, please.
Yeah.
In Victoria, they quarantined them with contractors, and the contractors were driving around in Uber and Gab, and they spread the fucking virus everywhere, including the old age homes, which they also worked at, and
God.
now we're fucked.
Yeah. You guys are
All of our old age homes, all got fucked. 80% of the like population, like the residencies,
Fucking
died.
80% of them are dying now.
I know, man. They're all dead, man.
Well, there's
like
a lot
fuck.
of misinformation going around too. We've actually, when you look at the ratios, you look at like the per capita.
Oh,
like,
yeah. All
we
the old
hold our
people
own
are
here.
dying, man.
Well, and also if you get into a car crash, and here in the great state of California, if you get into a car crash and you die during a pandemic, they're going to put it into the
Classify you as COVID.
No, Dennis.
Yeah.
No, Dennis.
C19, you died from C19, not the crash.
It's a COVID-19. Whether the actual cause of death is because it happened during a pandemic, they contributed to deaths during a pandemic. They do that for various reasons, and I understand it, but it still is like fucked up when it comes to the population.
No, it's fucked up, stupid shit, man.
It's not funny.
You died of blunt force trauma.
What?
Okay,
it's not
blunt force trauma in a car accident. But
I
you
wonder
had
if
a
the number
fever
of
at the time.
suicides have gone up in the last 6 months.
You had a fever at the time, so you had the COVID.
It's not funny. It's the reason I got
No,
on
I
this
know it's
fucking
not
show.
funny, man. It's just getting ridiculous, this, man. Like, fuck. It's a pandemic, man. Like, what are you going to do with it? Fucking be in fear and doubt? Right? Or are you going to fucking
annoyed that I
take it
can't
out?
just have brunch without being annoyed. Why can't I just have brunch?
I know, right?
I can't even go to a restaurant right now. I can't even go to a restaurant, and all I want is I don't do a lot. I don't go out in public a lot. I enjoy things I do enjoy. And I enjoy everything that I do, and I don't do a lot. I can't even enjoy the simple things that I do.
You know what?
The politics combined with the pandemic, and
Not
I'm
when it
extremely
comes
frustrated about it.
Right, you know what? It's a good thing that I wasn't sitting at the table with you when you were having brunch, right? And I would have had said something to these peoples that are beside you, carrying on, and I would have said something like, "I don't want to hear nothing, all right, from your conversations, right?" Like,
no,
go ahead.
Can I jump in?
Sit there.
Oh, I know. I would have fucking freaked. Sorry, go ahead.
Where are civil rights groups calling for our fucking rights under this shit? Where are they? They're all fucking silent except the BLM, which are protesting and burning down shit. But the protesters against the blockades and stuff, they're arseholes. But the BLM, they're saints. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, man. You know what?
It's
I've
hard.
had.
This is a This is a challenging one. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
see-
I don't know what to do. You know, because
Yeah,
it's.
see-
I'm torn.
Yeah, see-
I'm torn between the logic and the science of it all. Like granted, and World Star does have a point. Let's say you look at the science of it. Like, I don't want to be the cause that someone's.
Logic and science.
Grandma dies. Because I'm a carrier, but. What I don't get the science. I'm not arguing against the science of the COVID. I'm not arguing against it. I'm arguing against the government and their ability to destroy society without even thinking. The government have never been great experts at anything. They haven't ever. And why do we think these people know what's good for us? Why?
This is a perfect opportunity for governments to jump on power control. All right, because of this pandemic, this worldwide pandemic.
I saw a meme not too long ago that was like the government told you you should wear a mask. Good thing the government didn't tell you should suck a dick. That's a pretty funny one. I really feel like if I were in politics, I would actually go by the science of it all. I don't know how much control I would try to enforce as much as I would try to put as much education out there as possible. And if you killed your dear old mammy because, you didn't listen,
mammy.
That's kind of on you.
Mammy, I love you, my dear old mammy. But when he talks science, okay, all the time, right? Now, just 1 second, please. Is a science, okay? Now you got the other side of the brain, all right? I think the science is like logic is right, and the left side is creativity. No, I might have got it mixed up. Where it's love, compassion, and all the rest of that stuff, intuition, all the rest. Now I think a lot of people are forgetting this now. All right, because of this distraction, this 3D distraction within this pandemic, right? And a lot of people are getting so fucking wrapped up, all right, and they're getting pushed into fucking like oppressed, whatever. And right.
You're wrong.
No, I'm not. I'm not fucking
you are wrong.
Man. So
they don't study social sciences anymore. They don't question anything. Every fucking thing they get educated is from education packets.
They're wrong.
Instead of doing their own research. They
don't research anything.
They don't research anything anymore.
I know. They don't. Yeah, they're wrong.
There used to be a time. Where everyone was skeptical of everything, and those days are done. Everything is
free thinking. Yeah.
No, people are still skeptical. Very.
Yeah, but
they're not.
The skeptical ones, they're shut down. They're quieted down. You can't go saying what you've learned anymore. You don't have any choice.
Who's the governor of fucking LA? And who's the news presenter? Cuomo. And they just have a conversation between themselves about what their own thinking is. There's no fucking other talking at all. It's all bullshit.
Then we die.
How can you govern and be responsible over a crowd and watch these people and their livelihoods go to shit and just be like, well, it's for your own good.
I can't live with that.
Yeah, well, it's 1984, and beyond.
Yeah.
1984.
Is like a small part.
1984.
I told Aaron today it's beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least 1984 had a fucking black market, and what do we got? Nothing.
And I will say this, as far as the COVID-19 virus, the science on it is ever changing. It's new. It's a new strand of an old virus.
Yeah.
But I get it. And it's ever changing. We learn new things about it every day, and
yes.
I get that. I absolutely get that. I get it. But
this has never been experienced.
Then change your policies every day, government. If you find something new, readjust every single day. Then Reevaluate every day. Don't put
do
in
that
a
in
policy.
Canada.
Shut up, Dennis. Don't put in a policy and make it valid for 2 months. Why can't we have policies that are fluid?
No, they up here in Canada, they change their policies every every other day,
I'm in
man.
California, Dennis. Fuck.
Well, don't be mad at me for that. But the thing is,
I care about my community, and I care about.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about fucking Canada. I'm talking about fucking Newsom, and I'm talking about the people I live around, the people I live with. And why can't policies be just as fluid as the fucking science on this virus?
This is why I don't vote. Okay, I just take what's given. All right, that's all, man.
You know,
That's all I can
Dickwad
do.
Newsom has no problem at his fucking wine tasting facility, and he's doing just fine. He's doing just fine.
Hey Liz, I got something to say to you.
And I hate to say this, but I'm doing just fine too. But you know what? I'm surrounded by everybody who's not doing just fine, and it really upsets me that everybody around me is not doing just fine. I don't like it.
I know, but you don't have their problems. Make it your problem.
I can't help it.
I know you can't.
Liz, I got a mask and watch the scared people. That's my life.
I have a mask. I use my mask. I'm polite.
I got a mask.
Masks are mandatory here.
They're mandatory.
My mask is denim.
Anyway.
I got a denim mask.
I don't want to go around scaring people. People are scared right now. People are afraid. I don't want to add
know.
to that by being a dick and not wearing a mask. Even though I have a reason I shouldn't have one, but I wear it anyway because I'm like, fuck it. You know, if I have to breathe, they take it down for a little bit.
Right. So you're talking about science earlier, right? Now we got to talk about again human consciousness, how the way it's shifted, the way this pandemic. And I'm sure Andrew, you would agree, where that people are freaked out, right? Like a lot of people are still in lockdown, and they can't even work, right? And so working from home, they're not used to it. They got kids, they got whatever, man, you know, and everything's like, I feel out of control. You know, for a lot of people.
I don't know. I've been opening up. I've economically been successful through the pandemic, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to bring people on, hire people, and then I'm opening up a new business which will bring on more jobs. And I'm trying, you know, but it just really upsets me when I see a very carefree person right now. And if you're carefree right now, it's upsetting to me. If you're so carefree that you can't even have decent respect to the people around you when we're all sitting in a fucking parking lot where there's probably hepatitis on the ground. You know, from homeless people. I mean, all the situations where you have to eat out. I mean,
that's gross. Why do you even go to that restaurant, man?
If you have to eat outside, Dennis, it's a fucking mandated thing. What are these? Is this place going to close down? Are they supposed to all just die?
Calm down. Calm down.
No.
What I'm saying is that if you're living a very if you're
you need to qualify it.
If you're living
in World War II, people got their fucking businesses bombed out, and they had tables in the fucking street when bombs were going off. Not like this fucking virus. So let's calm the fuck down.
No, I told you, man. This is World War III,
so
man.
fucking bad. It's not the Germans invading. It's not the Russians invading.
Andrew, this is what I'm saying. This is what World War III is. This is World War III. It's not one country against another one, man. This is like nature. This is like not really nature, but this is like a balance because humanity has got out of control, man.
I think this is the beginning of World War III. I don't think this is World War III. I think this will strike World War III, and the only way for the pandemic to actually end and all of this nonsense to end, for the world to reset, we will be heading towards a new war here in the next 5 years. Easily, I think. It'll be World War III. It'll probably heinous.
No, it's another... It's another bluff.
I'm not saying it's a bluff. What I'm saying is that I think this is a triggering event to head to that, and that's the only way that all this is. It is so chaotic right now. This is I think going to be the next step.
So okay, Liz, what do you see occurring in the next 5 years? How this is going to be reset? All right, because humanity is
I think we're leading up to the days which World War III will be triggered. There was a lot. Even if you remove the pandemic, there were telltale signs that something's not right and something's going on. And so I think you're going to see a flex of power. But I think at the end of it, what you'll probably see is a globalization effort.
It's about the money.
Right. You know what I see?
You want me to talk about it?
You know what? Go ahead. Sorry, sir.
No, you go ahead. Let me in when you want me to talk about it. You go.
I just gonna say.
I'm telling you, go.
I can see a collapse of financials, right? Like globals, and I can see pharmaceuticals are going to lose their power per se, and governments are going to basically collapse within each country, and which they basically already are, and there's going to be a unification, and of such resources, right, within the world.
No,
but it's not going to be. It's not going to be in my lifetime. I'd be dead, long gone by that time.
You know what? I honestly think, Dennis, I think the beginning of it will be probably in your lifetime. I think you're going to see a war come through. I think the outcome is going to be because of technology and realizing that we have finite resources in this world. You're going to see what is a global socialist type economy come in, like they call it utopian dystopian.
Correct. Yeah. No.
And whether we like it or not, I think that's going to be it. And whether you agree with it or not, I think it's going to be it. It's going to be one of those.
That's going to be it. That's all of it.
I think that's. I think that's going to like make its way through the ranks on a global level after this next one. So.
I agree. It's going to happen. I'll be dead by then.
It's just out of control right now. She's just out of control.
No, you won't, mate. You won't. It's going to happen in your lifetime, I guarantee.
It's definitely going to happen in your lifetime.
So, anyway, Andrew, I did mean to, overtalk.
Dennis, I always love your input. You know who I am.
There's a liberal input when I'm talking to you, but when I'm addressing somebody else and you answer as if you were that somebody else, it drives me absolutely banana. Today was definitely a tipping point with me with this restaurant thing.
Well, from my point, I don't like the fucking Aussie Andrew questions. They're boring as fuck. Is it a koala or a bear? I don't give a shit. And all the fucking stuff I've talked to from Andy Bong in 2009, these motherfuckers on your channel are still talking the same shit. So, no, I don't want to talk to you about that, Liz. I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
And Dennis gets this shit.
No. I mean, this can get diverse, and I'm good with all the diversity. And don't get me wrong, but to sit there and challenge me, going, "Okay, Karen, you're debating against educated people. It's you clearly don't know who I am."
You're Karen.
Liz. But thanks for listening, World Star.
You're apparently a Karen.
Go World Star and beat your ass. I just want to talk.
I like World Star. But
exponentially about some fucking shit.
Please,
at
least people don't want to know who I am.
I need
I'm
some
not a fan of
explanation.
World Star. He's a pedophile.
Yeah, I need some explanation.
I don't think he's a pedophile. He's a world class.
He keeps hitting on Lizzie. She's actually 16 and he's 22, and he knows that.
I don't know.
No, darling, I'm 49, so fuck off.
No, he's not talking about you. He's talking about World Star.
Yeah.
He's a pedophile.
World Star's actually a pedophile.
World Star,
he's a pedophile.
Up, so whatever.
He goes after for 12-year-olds.
Tonight, whether it's the paranormal or politics, we should all be self-sustaining.
Well,
you should know.
I wanted to talk to Mad Warrior because she's underage, so Oh my god!
No, Mad Warrior, it's fine. I got in trouble.
Oh my god! It's Dennis talk to Mad Warrior. Oh my god!
Yeah, I got in trouble with Mad Warrior.
Andrew, I think Mad Warrior is probably close to 19 or 20 now. She's definitely overage
Yeah,
now.
she is.
Over 18.
Yeah, she's like 20. Yeah. I've known her for a while. I got in trouble.
Tyler turns 18 here in a few months.
Well,
so.
she has absolutely nothing interesting to tell me. You know.
Oh, God's sake.
Yes.
I don't know. It would be interesting. Well, at least if this world is going to go to hell in a handbasket, at least I get to do it with you fine folks. We can all masturbate together and cam it up.
I love you too, Liz.
Yeah, and Liz, you know I'm going to take you with me, all right? I don't care.
No, all you do is interrupt me. Why do you just interrupt me with casual... I'm sitting there, like, screaming, the world's going to end. You're like, yeah, but you know what, Liz? Hold on. My jelly beans are black.
Dennis, you want to take Liz, and I'm pissed by the Australian stupid questions that I get asked all the time. From Andy Bong to you.
Andy Bong.
I want to fucking take Liz. Okay, you can take her, man.
Oh, God's sake.
Yeah, hi Tyler. Tyler's almost 18.
Niggers.
I'm gonna send Tyler tit pics when he's 18. I promised him.
But she was like roping me in, like I want to be with Liz, and I'm like, no, she was like roping me in. And you want to be with Liz, and I'm like, excuse me, do you know what like women are like, or whatever you fucking talking about? And you're 16 years old. How am I having this conversation with you? This is crazy.
Just tell her nobody wants to be with Liz. Liz has AIDS and AIDS of the brain and vagina.
No.
And nobody
Liz
wants
is
talk about that.
Liz is fat. Liz is fat and hideous.
Liz is
This is fat and hideous.
Of the mouth,
Yes.
and vagina, and brain.
Liz has travelled, and so have I. So we've seen many things that you have not.
Yeah, but it'll be interesting to ride this one out, you know?
Ride it out? Wait
It'll be
just a
interesting to
moment.
ride whatever shit is
whoa.
going on, it'll be interesting to ride it out, that's for sure.
Yeah, let me put that picture out of my mind. Riding.
Jesus, Dennis.
Dennis, you get off the bus and you beat Joe's ass. I saw it. It was on webcam, you motherfucker.
I saw it. You beat him up. You beat up Joe Seeker.
Sorry. No, don't.
And I love Joe too. It's all bullshit. Hello? Welcome to the fucking internet, you stupid motherfuckers.
Somebody sent a request to Aaron.
I'm just gonna go die, and when I wake up in the morning, it'll be a new life. I'll have a new life tomorrow.
Someone in the face.
Aaron's my guy.
That'd be the best.
Send him a server invite. Send him in here. He would
What?
he would make
He's
some
sleeping.
friends, but like Aaron's legit. Fucking send him in here. Please bring Aaron.
Aaron?
In here.
Aaron? You haven't talked to him in a while, man.
Well,
Fuck.
I was a
Might as well bring
bodybuilder
fucking.
Sorry, Dennis. I was a bodybuilder for fucking years. And Aaron, I said my fucking, what I was doing, and he didn't top me. And I said, Aaron, I like you. Because you don't try to top me like every fucking man does. That's the man way.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, I miss Aaron, man. He's fucking
he's
jokes.
legit. He's interesting, but he's legit. You know, I wouldn't mind seeing him around again.
He's jokes.
Well, Aaron's fucking gone to America and met 2 chicks that I know.
Recently?
Really? Is he getting is he crawling into your space? Like, is he getting onto your women there? Like, he's trying to steal them?
Nah, man, he told me those girls were horrendously fat, and he fucked them off.
Oh, did he fuck them on or off? Yeah, he fucked them off. Oh, okay.
He said they were like 120 kilos. They're like, I'm out of here.
Oh, Aaron.
Wouldn't even just bang and leave, eh?
And Aaron, if this is bullshit, you can call me out, man. But
you wouldn't even try him out. You wouldn't even try him out. Test drive? No test drive?
One girl,
Yeah.
Dennis, one
Yeah,
girl had a venereal disease when she was fucking 18. So
Oh,
what
God.
the fuck was he doing there?
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad
You don't-
he
you don't touch that.
spent that money to go meet her. That she was the only one.
Yeah.
It sounds like.
No, don't touch that. But didn't he tap the other one?
No, he did not. She was 150 fucking kilos, man.
Who cares, man? You don't have to see her the next day, man. Like, fuck. Just fucking tap it and leave, man.
Fuck, if
Fuck.
I wake up to that, I'll kill myself.
I know. They call it a coyote fuck. Coyote fuck.
Every day is a kill
right?
myself roulette nowadays. You know what I mean? It's everything's new.
No, Liz, coyote fuck. When you wake up beside the person, from the night before, and you really don't want to wake them up, so you just chew your own arm off, just fucking so you don't wake them up, just to escape to bed. Just fucking leave the fuck out of there.
You're lying. That's better of a fucking movie. You're lying. You're lying. That's better of a fucking movie. You fucking cocksucker.
You're lying.
No.
Dennis. You're lying.
I'm not lying, man. Coyote fuck, man. Fuck her and leave her, man. That's it, man. Fuck. You just don't want no strings attached, no names, no nothing. And you know what? And I learned never bring it back to your house.
Well, that's why you use hotels, Dennis.
I know, man.
Hotels.
or fuck hotels with the car, man. Fuck. Are you kidding me?
The car? What are you fucking talking about? They got your license plate.
Oh, that's true too, man. Yeah, but they're too stupid and drunk. Well, you know.
I'm calling Dennis out every time. Fuck
Dennis alone.
Dennis, I'm your lawyer.
Wand. Never showed up.
Yeah, I know. You'll get it.
His sister
I know.
stole it.
Hey,
Dennis,
I
you
know.
didn't pay me like $120 an hour, you motherfucker.
Dennis's
Hey,
sister stole
hey.
my wand and stole my family portrait.
Was it a
Hey, it's not a wand. It's not a wand. It's just a stick, right? A stick.
Well, thanks a lot,
Right.
Dennis. Thanks for giving me
I know,
a
it's a
dickhead.
Hey, but it's funky.
Weight loss
It's
plan
like fun-
according to the Zodiac. What the fuck?
And that's my name too, Zodiac. So you got it.
Oh, God's sake.
Apparently, if you're a Taurus, you need to do 20 sit-ups, 15 push-ups, 10 squats, 15 lunges.
I'm an Aries.
Let's see here. Let me see here. If it's an Aries, do I have an Aries in front of me? Cancer, Leo, Gemini. All right, I'm just gonna have to go into this. I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole just for you, Bob.
Bob.
Alexandra, have you met Bob yet?
Yeah, dog nut.
Yeah.
You know I'm that Sagittarius.
I'm going to pee in Bob's butt.
That's really
Sag.
hot.
You know Sages?
I just want to
Sages?
bring up
Oh.
that Bob is
Oh.
over 18 in my mind, and that's all that matters.
Does Bob have
Yeah, I'm definitely over 18, 100%.
Bob has bitch tits.
And
Well,
in my mind.
At least you think I'm over 18. Roadstar would be fantasizing about me being like 6 or some shit.
Well, brother, I'm in some old man porn because
You're an old
I
man
play-
porn? What the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. April
Except
18th,
when did you get old?
1971.
Nice.
Wow, this
49.
guy's been old since 1971. That's insane.
I got old when I got old when I was in 71 too, man.
Well, seeing as Dennis was fighting in World War One.
Dennis, you're a fucking veteran. You're right, you're fighting in World War One, you cunt.
And it's all his fault. It started anyway.
I know everything's my fault.
See, I like this a bit more right now because it's more lighthearted. Less angry ranting. We're telling Dennis everything's his fault.
I'm sorry, I had a really bad day today, and the world came crashing
Never
down
apologize.
on top of it. And it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Like, I work so much.
Liz,
Everything I do is to try to make
it's
the world a better place, and it just ends up being shittier, and maybe I should just...
Liz, I'll make it okay for you. I'll pee in your butt.
Thank you.
No,
Don't
Liz.
pee in my butt. I need to stop peeing in someone
Liz.
else's butt and someone to pee in mine.
Liz.
In one gay one world movie. He's in the trenches, fucking God. Oh my
Liz,
God.
I'm going for a Trinity right now, but Liz, you're noticed and recognized more than you think, all right, and rewarded more than you will. Like, I haven't seen yet.
Oh, geez. Thank you, Daddy Dennis. For the
Dennis is way
It's not for me, man. It's not for me, man.
Thank you so much, Daddy Dennis.
One movie.
Dennis isn't into being called daddy after he had his kids.
Let me kid called daddy before you have kids. It loses its touch after you've had children.
Granddaddy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Granddaddy.
Oh God, yeah, I know, Granddaddy. Now, fuck's sake.
Wait, how do you feel about Pappy?
Pappy Dennis.
No, I got to look after something.
Thank you, Granddaddy Dennis. Eh?
It's gonna be
Oh,
like
well,
5 minutes.
Granddaddy Dennis.
God's sake.
Dennis. Eh?
God help me now, please.
Sew me a blanket, Granddaddy Dennis. I fucking love Dennis.
Dennis was the one that caused them to charge out of the trenches because they didn't want to fuck him.
What was that?
I love Dennis. Dennis is fucking great. Dennis is legit. You know, and
I love Dennis too.
yeah, you know, he needs to shut the fuck up sometimes when I'm trying to talk. You know, the thing that kills me is like this kills me every time. Dennis actually does have good radio etiquette when he wants to. And he does really well, except for when I'm talking or addressing someone in the chat, which I tell people not to do all the time. When I'm addressing, he responds, he's like, as if I'm talking to him. Merely because I'm speaking. I'm like, no, World Star, I disagree. Then he goes, Liz, I didn't say you had to agree with me. And I'm like, no, dickhead Dennis, I'm not talking to you.
He's channeling World
Well,
Star, obviously.
Dennis talks over everybody. That's his character.
He's a good guy.
It's all Dennis's fault anyway.
He does. Dennis
Yeah.
willed this pandemic into existence and then Peyton zeroed the United States, I guarantee you.
Yeah, it was his fault.
Holy shit. COVID-19. Oh my God.
Andrew, did I tell you, Dennis was a week away from coming up to where I was and meeting me, and the pandemic happened, and they put everyone into quarantine, and he barely made it back into Canada. Like, there was a force beyond what we are able to recognize that stopped Dennis from meeting me in person. Maybe I
Yeah,
willed
because if
this-
you died, it would have been Dennis. It would have been Dennis's
Maybe
fault.
I willed a pandemic into existence.
It was Liz's fault.
You willed a pandemic into existence just to stop yourself from meeting Dennis.
So I'm like,
Well, maybe Liz, you got saved because that was a duct tape in the van, and you're like, yeah. And he's like, you put the lotion on, bitch.
He was talking about, like, he's like, maybe I could just stay in your driveway. Because I told him, I'm like, Dennis, you can come over. That's fine. You have my address. If you want to come over, that's fine. But you're not to smoke around me. And you're not to, like, make anything I have smell like cigarettes. And he was like, yeah, I could, like, you know, hang out and live in your driveway and, like, be your handyman. And I'm like, Dennis, no, it's not going to work like that. No, Dennis. Maybe we'll go somewhere. Maybe I'll meet you off-site somewhere. And he's like, yeah, but I can, like, fix shit. Like, you shouldn't have to paint, Liz. I can paint for you. And what do you feel about having babies with me? And I'm like, all right, Dennis, you know what? I'm gonna will a pandemic into existence just to stop this one dead at the gate.
Oh, Liz, just remember, you don't smell the hypno on the rag, bitch.
But he was like, I would have your baby. And I'm like, first of all, you're not having my baby, dickhead. That's not how that works.
Wait. You're going to put your dick into him and impregnate him.
And it's funny
And I'm
because
like, Dennis
Dennis
what
is
the fuck
not
are you
that.
be in your mid-50s and like want a baby with someone? Like, what? You're gonna be blind before they hit high school.
Nah, that's bullshit. What I just said, because Dennis would like to have a relationship with you. He'd like to tiptoe around the fucking tulips. That's Dennis.
Oh God, you said tulips. You know what? I'm sitting there and Dennis. I love Dennis to bits and I love Dennis to pieces. But Dennis, I'm not having your baby, man.
That's right, you're having my babies.
What if in the off chance that like the world were to end and like, oh shit, we just happen to exist somehow because I was hiding under my sink from you and you were in the fridge waiting for me to come out from under my sink. And the rest of the world blew up. I still don't think it's an appropriate time to have a child, Dennis. And that's just how it's going to go.
But the funny part is, could you have a real conversation with him?
I would kill Dennis.
Why? Why?
Okay.
Here we go.
You know what? Because I'm going to bring up the quotes that Dennis says. So the reasons why I love Dennis and why I would kill Dennis. From a Liz WTF point of view. Are we ready, folks? Dennis. Oh,
Nah.
shit, hold on.
Forget it. Look, this is why you don't like Dennis. Because you
I
know
love
Dennis. You love Dennis because he would be your bitch.
No, that's no.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I'm not. You clearly don't know me then, because that's not who I am. I don't like that. That's not what I'm about at all.
Okay.
No, she's into being the bitch.
I am
No.
into being the bitch in a weird way.
No,
No.
but please play it out.
It's fucking
Because-
game.
All right.
I know it's
The
game,
reasons why-
motherfucker.
Here, quotes from Dennis. The reason why Liz WTF loves Dennis and also hates Dennis. This is a quote from Dennis yesterday at 9:23 p.m. I miss being raped.
That does sound like something Dennis would say.
That is a verbatim quote from Dennis.
Did he at you on that?
Who was he raped by? Wait, who is he raped
Dennis
I don't
Dennis says he was raped by some random 14-year-old girl when he was 13.
Ah, that's bullshit.
Okay.
When I'm 14.
Well, one of the reasons why I love Dennis. This is a quote from Love and Hate Dennis. And it makes me laugh. But you're sitting there like, what the fuck, Dennis? This is a quote from Dennis yesterday, 6:07 p.m. Bench lost his wrench in his ass last night. Oh, there's a million of these fucking... Dennis has the... Hold on. I'll just do it the easy way. Here's a quote from Dennis. From a while ago. I used to get a boner while getting my diaper changed.
And is that the reason why you love him or hate him?
It's both.
Yes.
It's another Dennis quote. I prefer wine or vodka enemas.
Dennis is doing a trap. You know what I ever said to Mandy? Dennis, how did you let Mandy out of your basement?
Here's another
He's a
reason.
trap. He's not a nice guy. He's not that bullshit. He's a trap. He's like,
This is great.
walk towards Dennis and you fall down the fucking hole.
Here's another reason why I love and hate Dennis. Dennis asks my bot, me6, how can Liz eat her own butt?
You're flexible.
Another quote from Dennis, my ass is tight and clean.
Yeah. Hey, you got any reason why you love and hate me?
But Dennis, you remember what I fucking said on this show, okay? You're putting bait on the hook. You know you are. You motherfucker.
Dennis quotes fucking, they kill me every fucking time. Dennis, here's another quote from Dennis. I dream about tacos I've never ate. Dennis is legend. He's gonna be on my EVP shows one day because he won't quit smoking. But we're gonna have to reach Dennis
And he
from the
will
other side.
haunt you.
All right, here's a quote from Bob. This is Bob in the chat room who's on the show with us right now.
Hi.
Bob, Liz acts overly sexually because she was molested by a slinky.
Dream Master, you're on fucking line. Get in the room. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Another famous quote from Bob: "I can fit an entire Nintendo Wii up my ass."
Both of which are still true.
Another one from Bob: "Everyone, the CDC is officially recommending using glory holes." So that you all know, Bob spews nothing but the truth. That's insane. Andrew, you gotta hang out in this fucking chat room. The quotes are off the hook. Here's another one from Bob. "So what if I want to sit on the couch and use my dick like a stick shift?"
Yeah, who's gonna stop me?
I
Who?
think he's coming.
Why, are you gonna do it, Liz?
Stop you. No one's gonna stop me. In fact, I have the only reason why my server is great at all is because of you dysfunctional fucks being in there and your hilarity and your fucking quotes. I love every single one of you, including myself.
Oh, no.
I mean, probably the
Liz loves herself with her hand.
only with my
Yes.
Well, I know you do it with your feet and your mouth too, but still, come on.
How many RPMs? How many?
Dennis is in there. Dennis is here.
Yeah, how many
Quote from Bob.
RPMs?
Hold on. Here's another quote from Bob.
Uh.
When a dick gets circumcised, it leaves the skin underneath looking wrinkled like a pickle. No.
I need to start adding my own quotes to that because there are so many that you've missed, and it's beautiful.
That's the thing. There's only a finite amount of space there to do quotes, and so
Aw.
I have to go in there and reset them and things like that. So
Just create another command, Bob 2.
I was actually thinking about that because Marshall there's a few of you who have recommended me to
Marshall, Dennis, everyone needs a second command for their quotes. Like seriously, that's just insane.
Yeah, no, I don't do anything with admin or nothing. Marshall owns his server now.
Dennis, Dennis,
What?
why did you let Mandy out of your basement? I know you had her down there with a fucking chain.
This is Dennis asking my Mi 6 box, my Mi 6 bot, how can I try to kill myself this time?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
You gotta just hang out here. You don't even have to participate. You just gotta.
I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood today. You must have brought that today.
Here's another Dennis quote. Marshall, we got the Jew alien niggers running around.
I love that Dennis's quote is just a Marshall quote.
Marshall said we got the Jew alien niggers running around.
It's running around, yeah.
Is Marshall wrong though? Marshall's in the CIA. You know he knows that. You know he knows what's up.
I thought it was NSA. CIA, NSA, FBI.
He's in everything.
Bullshit, Dennis.
I don't know, man. Ask me if I
don't-
care.
I would not leave the server. I would just hang out in the server, even if people are trying to troll you, just because there is some comedy gold that hangs out in here.
Liz is going to upload her consciousness into the server and masturbate to floppy disks.
No, I know. Hey, listen.
You guys might be conversating with the consciousness of the server. Maybe technology is that good. AI technology is that
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Damn.
Marshall said that he can download human consciousness onto a USB.
Comedy gold is whatever.
All right,
Dennis.
and you can upload human consciousness into a clone
Marshall is a
of
really
yourself.
smart person. I think he's capable of doing it.
Right. So yeah, so we can live forever.
Marshall says, quote, I see niggers. So
Marshall could download a fucking human consciousness into the USB he keeps in his penis.
Yes.
Like he keeps a
That's
USB
right.
underneath his foreskin at all times.
Yes. No, he hides it in his foreskin. That's correct. It just peels. He just peels it back and just sticks it into you.
Bob makes a really good addition to this show. Let me see here. Here's another Bob quote. Oh, nope, that one's old. Let me see here.
Oh, God.
I want Dennis to give me herpes. That is a Bob quote in there.
Yeah. Dennis, can you do that for me?
Oh, God. I can give you
Dennis,
whatever
in front
you
of
want,
all
man.
of Liz's 0 viewers, will you give me herpes?
I can give you whatever disease you want, man.
Jesus, Dennis, he's a child.
I'm 18 in Liz's mind.
He's 19 in my mind, though. It's not appropriate for any listeners under the age of 18 to listen to the show. However, it's appropriate for participants under the age of 18 to be on the show.
I'll close my mouth now.
Dennis,
Sorry.
you dirty birdie. All right, let's see what
There
the
you
Bob
go.
says. Liz left to get her dog and the peanut butter. So it's also a Bob quote.
Yeah, because Liz needs the peanut butter between her legs so the dog can, dogs love licking peanut butter. Sorry.
Thank you for explaining the joke, Dennis. We wouldn't have gotten it without you.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. You guys have all been amazing.
Are you leaving to get your dog into peanut butter?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little horny. So,
Oh,
I'm out
just
of
a little
peanut butter,
bit?
though. I'm just gonna
Just
use
a little bit?
I'm gonna use some mustard and see where that goes.
Liz, I can say something nasty, but I won't say that.
Dennis, what are you gonna say? It's so nasty.
Yeah, I just want to just mention to you that you got to be gentle with your female penis because it's getting that
Getting a little rusted out.
No, it's tender.
My
It's
female
tender.
penis
It's
getting
tender.
rusted out, Dennis.
No,
Worn down
it's
from
tender.
too much use.
Tender. Oh man, it's tender. This is a female penis. She's got it. Okay.
Well, we were
I'm
talking
gonna
earlier
stop.
about how she's going to impregnate you with that female
It's gonna
penis.
be really weird when we're on YouTube live and Dennis says shit like that to me, and then the look on my face is live for people to see. The really weird, confused, I don't know what happened in my life look is going to be live for the viewers to see.
You've had a few of these faces. It's been funny.
Or Dennis is like, her rusty old penis is just so beautiful.
I
This
swear.
rusty old femme penis is beautiful, and I'd still eat it.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit there and just looking
Yeah.
confused the entire time.
Just slather it.
Yeah, that's right.
Awkward.
Yeah, no,
You guys have
it's celestial. It's celestial. It's an etheric penis. I sport an etheric penis. And it goes wherever.
Dennis, is that what's called a micropenis nowadays?
What? No,
Is that a
man.
rename for a micropenis?
I go where my penis leads me. All right? My penis is a whore. Okay?
Dowsing rod penis. Dowsing rod.
Yeah, dowsing rod penis, yeah.
No.
We're going to need to coin that term just for Dennis.
What? No.
Someone go make that into phrase dictionaries. You need to put that in, dowsing rod penis, Dennis. See,
Oh,
Dennis.
no.
Dowsing rod penis. Please put that in the name so I can go ahead and quote that to Dennis.
Oh,
Dowsing
man.
rod penis.
Your little head leads. to
Oh,
big-
man.
Oh, you want me to put that in? You want me to put that in chat so you can quote me on that? Dennis has a dowsing rod penis.
By the way, the server of the WTF Lifeboat, it is a free speech server. The only thing that you can't do is violate terms of service. So, just let you know, you might see some things, but you can also participate in some things without recourse.
Also, we're really loose on the child porn because World Stars posted
not
before.
loose on the
Oh, God.
Have you seen the stuff that World Star posted? No one deleted
You know
that.
what? You know what?
Wait,
I want
can I
to fucking
find
kill
out
that
what
dude. Oh, listen. I want to kill that fucking dude. All right? I know I can't
Get
do it.
Primus on it. I love that this is going into the fucking thing. I'm telling people who to contact if there's gonna be doxing going on.
We don't like World Star, report World Star, but we're not going to allow. If he were to post child porn, he clearly wouldn't, because that's against terms of service. So,
Oh, you know what?
And then,
No,
once
yeah.
again,
You know what?
You gotta
That's
be careful
when I
with
got a big fucking problem. That's when I call fucking people. All right, outside of fucking
I know,
Discord.
Dennis,
Okay?
you're a Canadian gangster. We all recognize.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Word up.
Well,
All y'all
no,
need to
Dennis
get-
is a
better be careful.
Dennis is a Canadian gangster turned into porn star.
Dennis
listen,
is gonna
don't
roll
start.
up motherfucker, A.
Right, eh? You know what I'm saying, eh?
West
Right?
side,
Eh?
A. Nigga, what?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, eh? Right? Eh?
NSA. NSA. All right, you guys are fucking
Right?
jackasses.
What's with
I
the
love and
I-
hate
I-
all of you at the same time.
I love that most people actually don't know how to use A properly in a sentence. It's not like you just say it like in the middle or just anywhere. It's at the end of a question. That's Canadian Grammar 101 right now. Let's go.
I lived very close to Canada, so I have a little bit of a twang myself sometimes. But I will say that you're right. The A's, they do come after a question.
Yeah.
But I've always wondered, like, what would it sound like with a Canadian yelling behind me, going, "Do you want me to do this? Like, do you want me to grab your titty? Oh, yeah.
Hold on, send me your address and we can work that out for you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no, for sure.
Well, my name is Andrew, so I don't know how to say my own. Is that what you're fucking telling me right now? Hey,
the podcast is
I
gone.
don't think you know how to fucking say your own name, motherfucker.
Andrew, I'm
Okay,
gonna let you come
since
quarantine
I
at my
unmuted my
house.
mic, since I muted my mic.
I'm gonna let you come quarantine at my house, Andrew, for the next 5 years.
Hey,
Don't mind changing the basement. Those are decoration.
Your name starts with an A, and then you will finish with an A.
A? A?
Control.
You know what I'm saying, right? A?
I want to thank you all so much for fucking listening. Bob, thanks for joining in. Dennis, always a pleasure. And Ozzy Andrew, second time in a row, never ceases to impress me. And thank you everyone for listening. I'm gonna go ahead and cut you guys off of Discord. As much as I would love to hang out for another 50 hours or so, my time is finite. I do have to go to bed.
Liz, I will pay you 45 Canadian or about 6 cents US to say.
No, I'll pay Liz $1,000 just to go to bed right the fuck now.
What?
Right?
Stop giving me. I'm a fucking. You guys are weird. I need money. I don't have money.
What? Just a bit.
But
You
send
know what I'm
all
saying?
this money to this. No, I'm just kidding. No.
No.
But I really
Here's
appreciate
$1,000.
it. You know, it's fun fucking shooting the shit with everyone. And even though times are a little bit weird around the world, and even though I'm completely angry with how things are going,
I know.
And I'm sorry if I'm an insane person, but that's the only reason
I
why
know.
I have a show. So
That's why I love you so much. You're crazy. You're a crazy
Yeah.
woman. Yeah.
Liz gets my PP hard, and no other woman way can.
That is a weird
Yeah.
thing to say.
I know.
But
It's
you know,
a
my
little
nipples are
odd,
hard, so
but-
what can I do about it? Alright, I'm gonna cut you guys off.
Alright.
Alright, thank you
All
everyone.
right, bye.
Thank you everyone for listening to another episode of the Friday Night Never Ending, not Friday, it's Saturday now, for the Never Ending Shit Show, featuring yours truly, Liz and WTF. It was a pleasure. Ozzy, Andrew, Dennis, Bob, Canadian Bob, Just Pat, thank you so much for all of the fun. And thank you everyone for listening. Join us again next week. Is it next week? Next week? Probably not. So we do have on the next episode of Liz and WTF podcast, we are going to go live on video. So we're going to go live on video featuring the EMF detector, so you can match up with what we're saying on an EVP with what you're seeing on video, and everyone can bring up their own conclusions. Once again, I can't stress this enough. If I haven't said it 5 million times over the podcast, if you were looking for the raw data, the raw audio on anything we showed tonight, and you want to come to your own conclusions, feel free to email us at listenwtfpodcast@gmail.com. You can follow and like the show on Twitter. Naturally, you can contact the show on Twitter as well as simply you can come to Discord. The Discord link is posted on my Spreaker podcast page. You can join us and see what kind of shit show we have going on there. It is a free speech server. Though once again, if you violate terms of service of Discord, we won't allow that, and that is pretty much it. So with that being said, I really appreciate everyone listening to the show tonight and participating in the show tonight. And to you and yours, I hope everyone is staying safe, and we'll see you during the rest of this apocalypse, and we'll see you for the next episode of Liz and WTF Podcast, where we review and go over EMFs in conjunction with EVPs, and we take our science from there. Take care, everyone, and have a good night. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Liz and WTF podcast. You can follow and like the show on Spreaker.com, and if you create a profile on Spreaker.com, which is really easy to do, you can also chat and interact with the members of the show when it's live. You can also find other episodes of the show on iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, and iTunes, as well as Amazon. If you would like to submit a complaint about the show, please email your complaint as well as attach a picture of your genitals to lizandwtfpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again, everyone, for your support. We hope you stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.